What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy MM2K back again with the Commission Podcast. We are here, all right? And with no further ado, I'm going to introduce you to your panel. Most are here. Somebody's going to be running late. We'll deduct it from their fee. You know what I'm saying? We'll take it out of their earnings for the day. But no, shout out. But first and foremost, let me start with my brother. My brother for the moment. Let me tell you that, because later on today in the show, it's gonna get grimy. My brother for the moment, Project Storm. Storm, how you doing today, man?
First of all, I ain't your brother. All right. Second of all, unmute the mic. Make sure we live. Make sure people can hear this right here. I ain't your brother, man. Remember that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now, but look, hey, we back. That's all that matters, man. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. It's gonna be a good vibe. We got the ladies on board, man. I mean, come on, damn. We got the guest of the show. Should be coming a little bit later on for y'all, man. It's just I'm just ready to get it popping. That's all.
Absolutely. And next, with no further ado, our good friend. You know what? Because we didn't expect Tron to be here, so Tron, I didn't put you in my new fancy dish.
I'm glad she is. I'm glad she is.
What's going on, Tron? How you doing today, dear?
I'm doing good. It's some good. It's some good news. So I'm actually doing a lot better about it. But I'm also been playing a lot of games more as usual, and I'm actually pretty happy about it.
Cool. All right. And next up on deck is our good friend Snobunni Gaming. Snobunni, how have you been doing?
Been doing great. It's been a while since we've been here. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get started. Nothing new here. Been like Tronny, playing some games, getting some new games, getting overwhelmed with how many games are being released right now.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So let's get started with the show tonight, everyone. Welcome to the show. Another PTNS Network presentation of the Commission.
All righty. And we got some people in the chat already. We got our good friend Victor Del Maestro. We got Jay Smith. We got Geek to Sneak in the house. And don't forget, y'all, I'm going to show y'all in a little bit, but we are giving away 4 Xbox indie game codes today. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. So you don't want to miss out on that, all right? With that said, I got to show off a little bit. Welcome to episode 17 of the Commission Podcast. I am MM2K of PNTS Network, along with Project Storm of PNTS Network. It's Snobunni Gaming of PNTS Network, and we got our home girl, Tron of the Roundtable Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Sick Humor and King Thrash Roundtable Podcast. We also got another guy that's going to be joining us. He goes by the name of Doc Dark. Doc Dark on YouTube. I'll just put on YouTube. But he's late.
He is in the chat, and he has said he is on his way. He'll hop in ASAP.
All right, we're taking it out your fee. We're taking it out your fee.
We get paid? Wait a minute, I've been doing this for free?
I'm just holding on to it for now. So that's my excuse. Okay. I'm holding on to it so nobody steal it.
Okay.
With that said, we got some surefire topics to go over with you today. Those topics will be, we're gonna show you the November games. We ain't done that in a while. I want to say the top 10 games of this that are coming out this month. Then we're gonna start off with Xbox taking over the holidays. Forza Horizon 5's Metascore and all its reviews came out. It's creating a lot of buzz, and people are now looking at PlayStation. And they're saying, well, what PlayStation got bumping for the holidays? Now, me and Tronny, we going to hold it for PlayStation the best we can. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that today. So let's have that discussion. Then I want to talk about this. Show me your gamer tag. All right, it's the newest phenomenon. It's the latest craze out here in these streets. Where show me your...
It's taking over the Tide Pod challenges, y'all.
Exactly. It's beating the mashed potato and the twist of the streets. You know what I mean? So you gotta, we're gonna have Doc Dark explain it to us because he created a video and he's been in the middle of these discussions. And then we're also gonna have Project Storm elaborate on this because he was schooling us before we went live. So we're gonna talk, we all gonna talk about it, but those are gonna be our resident experts on this matter because I'm trying to understand what the heck is going on here. We got some Nintendo news. We got our homegirl Snobunni and our homegirl Tron. I think they can put us up to speed of what the heck is going on because, whoa, my God, I've never seen a Nintendo video downvoted like this. We're going to talk about it. And last but certainly not least, the great cloud debate. Me and your homie, Project Storm, and I said your homie, not mine. Me and the homie, Project Storm, we're going to debate this whole GFN tier. It's taking up the oxygen in the cloud gaming streets. GFN has a new 3080 tier. So we come at different ends as far as how effective this is going to be. We're going to talk about that. All right.
We're going to definitely talk about that.
Absolutely.
We're going to definitely talk about that.
Somebody going to get life flighted tonight. You know what I'm saying? Clip that. Hey, yo. With no further ado, let's go around the panel. Let's start with you, Tronny. Tronny, what you been playing? What you been playing last week?
Oh my gosh!
Some of your gamer tag. No, I'm just.
I think nothing, but I think you know what I've just been busy with a lot of stuff. So far I caught up with Voice of Cards. That game is quite interesting. It's kind of like it's a Square Enix game. It's done by the same creator who did Nier Mana.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And it does have the same it has that vibes like it, but you think it's like a regular dungeon crawler card game. Nah. It takes it to twists and turns that you would not expect. It's worth I think it's around $20. I think 30 or 20. So it's not $60 or 70 like everyone makes it also serious. It's both on the PlayStation and also on the Nintendo. And I finally found a copy of Dragon Quest Builders.
Okay.
I want to get the second game, and I finally got it. It was the last copy at Target, and so I played it, and I actually love it. It does have that Minecraft feel to it, but it also has that it does have the monsters from the Dragon Quest games from the past, and it's a good mix. It's a very good mix, and I see Square Enix does have quality when it comes to bringing games.
Yeah,
it's just don't advertise it well enough like they do with their top Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasies, just like a lot of other stuff they always bring out. So I'm hoping to see Square Enix go back to the roots of making different type of genres and diverse games again.
Oh, cool. What system you got that on?
Ronnie.
Yes.
System.
Oh, PS4.
Okay.
And I just want to interject one little thing there.
Mm-hmm.
They have a free demo that you can try on PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. I think on my channel, Snobunni Gaming, I think I did a demo block showing how to play it and things in the beginning on the demo from Dragon Quest Builders 2. It's a phenomenal game. I have parts 1 and 2 on the Switch, and I have part 2 on PlayStation 4.
Yeah, the part 1 was on the PlayStation also. I can't find it, so I'm hoping to find it if I come across to it. What I know is they did What'd you say?
I was going to tell you it's good luck because when I found my copy on the Switch, ever since I've had my Switch, I've only found 2 copies of it used.
Damn.
The first Dragon Quest Builders.
So let me ask, is this game recently released or something like that?
No, it released in 2019, I believe.
Okay, but you know what, Dragon Quest games, unless they do a serious remake, those games are hard to find used.
Oh my gosh, yes. My very first one was on the Dragon Quest I bought it for I think it was I forgot which one it was, but it was a Dragon Quest game and I played it on my Game Boy Advance.
Okay.
And that game is amazing. You guys gotta play it. It's just it does have that feeling, and you also got the Dragon Quest 11, the one that just recently came out.
Yep.
I gotta get that one too. Because I realized there's just so many games out there that people are missing out because of Metacritic scores or all these these reviewers. But you got to really think about it. Find a reviewer that actually does play RPGs or someone who actually is experts, because I feel like when you listen to people who don't play that stuff and they score it low because they didn't like it, because they didn't like it, not because they played it fully. So you want to make sure that people are legit and don't make them make you lose out on games. I'm telling you right now, that's what happened to me. I lost out on so many games because I'm not saying I listened to them, because it's just how advertisement and stuff like that comes around, and it makes us really like forget we actually have some quality there. Okay, I'm gonna stop ranting.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Storm, what you been playing, brother? Since this week, let the people know before we get you life flighted out of here later.
I tell you this. I've been playing a lot of Madden. You know how you was on your Madden fix? You know what I'm saying? I'm on my Madden grind right now. I've never made it to the top 100 on PC, man. I made it on PlayStation consoles, Xbox consoles, Stadia even, but I've never made it to the top 100 on PC. So I'm about to make that happen. I'm already at 5-something. I might slip a little bit because of the tonight's show, so I'm not gonna be really playing tonight.
Yeah.
But tomorrow I'll be back. Saturday, maybe Sunday. But so I've been playing that. I haven't really been bouncing around. Riders Republic got a lot of my time, and that game is fun as hell. I'm telling y'all, if you haven't tried it, it's tricky and it's challenging and all that stuff. But Riders Republic, Ubisoft did the damn thing, man, with the open world aspect of that game and all the the customization, the different ways you can get around. Like, for example, the snow skis, the snowmobile, all that stuff right there. MM2K is fire, especially on PC, man, where all them frames per second be at. Yep.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I got a funny story about Madden. I really haven't done much gaming because, for those that haven't heard, I just closed on our new house this week. So I haven't had a chance to do anything. Thank you.
Nice.
But my wife has been putting me to work like all day. Get the locks changed. Get this done. Do this. This needs spray painted. I mean, so this week pretty much is a bust besides me meeting and talking to some people, making sure some stuff gets done behind the scenes. And I said, sweetheart, you got to let me do this show tonight. Okay, well, hurry up and do it. I was like, okay, all right. So, but I snuck in to her displeasure because I did it late at night. I was cold sleep, Storm. Yeah. We got up at midnight. Guess what I did?
What?
Turned on some Madden. It just hit me in the middle. Damn. I'm asleep. I'm gotta get up in 2 hours. Just gotta. Oh man. Went up, had a Premiere Edition upstairs, hooked that mug up to the TV, and just started playing some Madden, man. Wow. Yeah. And turn that off. You gotta get up early and get me to work on time. I said, okay.
Yo, so you've been talking trash about the Chiefs, though. Well, you've been all right. So you're not really sold on them this year.
That's my squad. That's been my squad since Joe Montana was there, man. So I've been suffering with these mugs, man. And this year they're hurting. They're hurting, man. It's like Tom Brady really sunned Patrick Mahomes that bad. I think he be waking up in sweats like me, 12 o'clock at night. No more Brady. I don't know what's going on with him this season, man. It's bad. But yeah, man. Yeah. No. I didn't want to interrupt you, but it was just funny that when you brought up Madden and how you really infused with that. I literally, and I haven't done that in a long time. I woke up in the middle of my sleep and I had to play some Madden. I just did it. You know what I mean? So great game. All right. We got Tron, Snobunni. This guy, he came in and gypped you. We got to let people know that he's here because he's late. We had to dock him. So you're minus a Twizzler and a pack of Newports, Doc. All right, messed up. Doc Dark, 1985 is in the house. What's been going on? I ain't rapped to you in a minute. What's been going on, man?
Yo, I'm just honestly, MM2K. I'm glad that I'm here on this podcast. I already know it's gonna be a nice, cool chill night. We might argue and stuff. Look, Storm,
Yeah.
Bunny, y'all got it. Y'all got this one because this arguing. Because I'm exhausted. M2K, you warned me at the beginning of this. You told me. You said, Doc, it be getting crazy.
Yes.
Oh my God, these fools.
Hey man, we didn't even start yet, Doc.
Yo, banging over boxes. That's what I call it. Banging over boxes. Like this
I'm
is
coming at everybody. I'm coming at the hardcore sweater knitters. Everybody. You know, I'm coming at everybody.
Can you put some context to that, Doc? Because Storm was putting me deep with that. Because we got you tagged for you're going to help us understand this whole "show me your gamer tag" thing. I imagine somebody in a trench coat with nothing on under it, and then they just open the trench coat and there's a gamer tag across the top. You know what I mean?
Now, I know somebody who kind of did something like that on Halloween a few years ago.
Oh man. Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
It was funny, but it was extremely funny. We were like, "Oh my God, we can't believe you did that and you didn't get killed."
That's the vision that I get in my head. So, Doc, you're going to help us understand that later. But first, before you do before you do your formal intro, Storm was putting us deep to this video. So, explain to us what you were trying to talk about in your video.
Okay. So this is what it was, right? And I respect everyone's passion. I really do. Okay, but the term, and again, obviously, is my opinion. The term hardcore gamer. I don't really like it because there's not a definitive answer as to what is a hardcore gamer. I feel like anybody can make up whatever they want. I'm a hardcore gamer versus you're a casual, right?
Yep.
So like people say, so Project Storm just said that he's playing Madden, right? People would look at people that play Madden as casual gamers, but there's people that could put crazy amounts of hours into a game like that, right? And be like, nah, I'm a hardcore gamer, right? Okay.
Yep.
So what I said was there's no such thing as a hardcore gamer. There's only a professional, people that get paid to play video games, and everybody else is just casual, because in every other hobby that doesn't exist. So I came up with the hobby sweater knitter, right? Someone that knits sweaters, right? So I'm like, so I made a trolling video talking about how I am a hardcore sweater knitter because I understand all the different threads that there are, all the yarns. I made a reference to Game Pass. I said that Hobby Lobby had a deal where you paid $15 a month and you got access to all the yarn that you wanted, but I didn't do that because we buy our yarns over here. We don't go ahead and rent them.
Now,
I knew Bunny was going to talk about that.
I was going in. Yeah. Sweater knitter though. There's levels to this.
Nah, but Doc, Tronny can tell you, because I done introduced her to a whole new group of people who are fanatical because I do knit.
Oh, stop!
Yes, she does. When you doing your video.
Hey, listen. Hey, hold on, buddy. Did you hear what I said? I said that I use a whole yarn, so if I finish the sweater, it'll turn into a bubble jacket by the time I'm done.
And there is a pattern called the bubble sweater.
Oh wow!
It's over. Hey, look, we're gonna turn this into a knitting podcast.
Anyway, my point is I'm up here looking because I'm doing a knit along, a mystery knit along, and I'm showing Tronny this yarn I want to get and everything. And then she's like, "Oh, this is cute," and I was like, "Well, it's sold out in 15 minutes." And Tronny's up here like, "Damn scalpers!" I said, "I don't know what you're talking about. This ain't scalpers. This is fanatical people who have been waiting for this knit along to start, right? Like the whole website sold out worldwide, sold out in like 4 hours.
That's crazy.
Everything. So Tronny's like, these people. So me and Tronny are friends on Instagram, and I'm looking at her pictures and stuff of people putting their dogs in sweaters and doing this and doing that. And she's like, yo, I'm not sure if I want to learn how to knit because these people seem a little fanatical.
They're like hardcore sweater knitters. That's crazy.
Pretty though.
Yeah, it's really pretty and everything, but some of these people, man, and Trini's like, yo, some of these people, they doing crazy stuff here. So my point is, Doc, you better hope a knitter don't find you making
Oh man.
fun of
Yeah.
sweater knitters, because there are people who knit nothing but sweaters. Like they learned to knit and then they found
Hardcore
their
sweater knitter.
niche.
Yo, and then, hey, Bunny, by the end of the video, he was calling it knitter sweaters. He was so he started saying knitter sweater.
I mean, like, and then what's crazy is there is something called hardcore
I
knitting.
mean, netter sweater. Netter sweater is what it said.
So yeah, like I said, you better pray a sweater knitter who plays game, because a lot of knitters actually are gamers also. Quite a few are gamers also.
Yo,
You better hope it.
right now. This is so great. This is good. You can't make this shit up. Oh my god.
Hey, yo.
Only
You're not-
commission. Only commission.
Hey,
Oh
Doc,
my
you're
God.
not you're not safe anywhere, bro. I told you.
Yo, I was thinking about it. Somebody's grandma's gonna come after me.
Yeah, you know.
Some people, like, I'm in my 40s and I knit. There's people younger than me who knit. And last year, because of the COVID and the shutdown,
Yeah.
introduced a whole bunch of new knitters to the knitting world.
I'm gonna change the
They
title
sure
of that video
did.
to hardcore knitting. Just to see what
You know
happens.
what?
There is
She
something
can-
called hardcore knitting. Google hardcore knitting or knitting extreme knitting. That
Oh my
shit's
God.
crazy. I was looking at it, I said, some people, I said, they don't have I guess they can't do extreme sports, so they're going to do extreme knitting. It's an eye opener.
Wow. So Dog Dark, you ain't safe nowhere, bro. Not only are you a filthy casual, but you've incited the knitting, the grand knitting. So, hey, but what you been playing, good brother, this week?
Oh my god. Oh, so I just finished playing The Witcher 3 and then I just beat God of War 2018.
Okay.
So
Damn,
I beat those games back to back. Yeah. I wanted to do it like to compare them, because I know God of War 2018 won Game of the Decade, and a lot of people were telling me that The Witcher 3 was better. So I played them both back to back. I don't think it's fair to compare them. But story wise, I liked God of War better, but that's because I have kids and stuff, right? So I understood the whole toxic masculinity thing. Like, it was great. But as far as gameplay wise, I actually like The Witcher 3 better.
Yeah, Witcher, that's one of my top 3.
Yeah.
Same here.
Amazing, yeah.
I mean, it's really good. I'm actually shocked they got it running decently on the Switch. But
That is impressive.
yeah, it runs decent, and even Storm has seen it on the Switch, and he's like, yo, I did not think it was going to be this good on the Switch.
Yeah, it was impressive.
Yeah,
and they put it all on one cartridge. I was like, what?
Yeah, how the hell did they fit that game on that? Yeah, that game is huge.
I think Q-Lock. I think Q-Lock ported that. Q-Lock is like the best porters in the world. So I think Q-Lock, they're a group that ports games to different platforms. They got like master technicians or whatever the hell over there. But yeah, trust me, I like God of War, and I like it a lot. Like God of War was the game that began to change my whole towards PlayStation to really start liking their games. But yeah, when it comes to gameplay mechanics, like, and that's nothing against God of War, because God of War's gameplay mechanics are dope, but Witcher is just on a whole nother level. It's more in depth, it's more deep. It got It got more layers.
Yeah, simplifying. I think the God of War mechanics for the new one, because I watched people play it. It's been simplified, because even the old school God of War, there was times where you had to time everything right to get certain stuff done.
Yep.
This is different, and I just watch, because I haven't played the new God of War, so I can't really go in depth in it. But I do watch people play it, and I kind of see how much they changed the whole thing. And it's like, and to me, I like the old school God of War. I'm just gonna be real with you. Not really into the new one, but it's still a beautiful game. I will admit, it's still beautiful. It has its own thing, but at the same time, I just not feeling it. That's all I'm saying.
All right. I think we got everybody. Snobunni, did we get you? What games you've been
Nah,
playing?
the only thing I've been playing has been this week has been I've been playing Stardew Valley.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
I started a whole new farm in there. That game's totally addicting. And the creator, because you remember we were talking once how Stardew Valley was created by one guy.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
He is working on his second game, and he's the only one making it also.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm waiting on that.
He
So
was
I've
in.
been with,
He was
huh?
in Blood, Sweat, and Pixels. I think he was either in Blood, Sweat, and Pixels, or he was in another video game audiobook that I was listening to, and just to hear his whole story, and how close that game just never came to fruition and how it did. And I know he's happy he seen it through. I really urge people to listen to the background stories to a lot of how a lot of these games are made. But go ahead, buddy. My bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
he created because he didn't even know how to code games. He didn't know how to do
Mm-hmm.
anything.
Yep.
He learned everything while
Everything from
making that
scratch.
game.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't go to school, he didn't go to
Nope.
college for it, and
Nope.
that proves to you as long as you have a drive,
Yep.
you don't need to do that all that intensive um studying and this, that, and the other. You just have to have the drive to pick up a book, read it, and learn to do it yourself. Granted,
yeah,
Stardew Valley is not like the best graphically intense game it is, but it's one of the most popular games
Mm-hmm.
out there right now. You can go
yeah,
into a stream and watch 100 people watching somebody stream Stardew Valley, walking around on a farm and mining.
Um.
But
it's
Go ahead,
it's
Tronny.
unpredictable though. It is unpredictable because sometimes you be in there in some random moments and just be like, "What the hell?" And that's what also has happened to me, and I like that game. And I'm just like, I kind of like these type of games because they're relaxing. And don't get me wrong, the environment's relaxing, the music, everything. That's why people drive to those type of games because it does put a peace of mind, and especially with the pandemic, it kind of helps people calm down
Right.
emotionally.
yeah, and the fact that that one person did everything, and then when it got ported to the consoles, he was hands on working with the companies that ported it to the consoles, working on
Yeah.
fixing. He was the one fixing the bugs and the glitches and all that stuff. He hands on did all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Wow,
like his
I'm
baby
impressed.
project.
And you know what? Remember, I think I told you that he was still using his older computer even till this day. And I think a couple years ago he changed. He changed to a new computer.
Yeah, because he was
Yeah.
using his old computer from like 2013, 2012 before then. And I don't even think it was a gaming rig he was building it on. It was just like a regular
Yep.
PC.
Well, Bunny, Stardew is interesting and all that, but what's up with this Dark Pictures anthem? I mean, the newest one, man. Like, what's up? I
Oh,
mean,
I haven't started playing it yet because I haven't been really playing anything on my PlayStation too much. But I picked it up. Um if you like the Rad Brad, right?
oh, I was thinking of him when you talked about all these people that's PC gamers that's really
Yeah,
getting,
he's
you know,
already got gameplay videos up on it. And I haven't watched it. I think Tronny glimpsed at one, but it is
yes.
about what
He's
I
from him.
thought it was about, the ancient Sumerian folklore and shit.
yeah,
Yes, and
well,
that's the ancient Sumerian folklore stuff. And not only that, he's playing on the PS5.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
so Rad Brad was a console gamer who made it big, Bunny. That's just one. I was thinking about it before the show. We had a conversation, y'all. But anyway, Moss,
Mhm.
man, you ready to get into it?
Let's get
Because I'm
into
ready.
it. All right, but and speaking of Storm, can you do us a huge favor, brother? Can you shout out the people in the chat?
I tell you what, man. From top to bottom, we got. Let me go back up here real quick. We got Vic in the house, Victor Del Maestro,
Vic,
man.
Victor
All
Von
right. We got Jay
Maestro,
Smith in the building.
Jay,
Geek the Sneak is in the
Geek,
house, man. Wrong Yeezy is out of the woods. You know what I'm saying? And
Wrong
Charles
Easy.
Owen, we got Dice 456. We got ISO Motion Gaming. We know who that is.
Yep,
Collins Dynasty, Twisted Barber. All right. And I'm sure there'll be a couple more weaseling their way through here when we get into the latter parts of the show.
absolutely. All right, we got
Um
Ice.
Did you guys check Charles? Charles Aran is in here
Yeah, we got
also.
Charles. Yeah, I
All
called him out.
right.
All right. So let's get into November games. Let's talk about the games that are coming out this month. I just there's so many. I don't want to go over every single one of them.
Yes.
But I just want to go over like maybe the most notable 10 of these games. So give me 1 second as I pull it up on the screen. You know how we do. You know how we did do. But then my switchboard doesn't mess with me. Okay. You know how we do. Let me show you something. All right. This is Game Informer. Oh, I got to be a good host. Let me do this. Golly.
Yeah. Do that so we can see.
I got to be a good host. There we go. All right, now y'all can see. This is Game Informer's 2021 catalog of games that are coming out this year. No, not December, November. So November, we got a lot of games that are coming out. A crap load of them. Look at that list. Holy cow. Mm-hmm. But just to note the top 10, I want to say the 10 most notable. We got November 5th, which is tomorrow. Call of Duty Vanguard is coming out.
Oh, man.
We got Animal Crossing's New Horizons. That's coming out.
Yes, already preloaded. Preloaded. Me and my mom had already preloaded it. I got to go pick up her amiibo tomorrow.
Now, Forza Horizon 5 says November 9th, but I'm seeing people playing it now. What's up with that? Is that the early edition or something?
People got that hookup, they probably got that hookup. I saw D-Batch and others on it, you know what I mean?
And some people said if you switch your Xbox to like New Zealand, you could get it as well. I don't know if it's true or not, but
yeah, that's how people already have the Animal Crossing. Like some people are already playing the Animal Crossing update because their switches are set to New Zealand and Australia, and and they're like 12 hours ahead of us.
Yep. We got Football Manager 2022 coming to Xbox One and PC. Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy, coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC November 11th. We got Bright Memory Infinite for our PC heads coming November 11th. I thought that was coming to Xbox too as an exclusive, maybe later. Battlefield 2042 coming November 19th to PlayStation 5.
That's
Xbox
going to be
Series.
big too.
Yeah, PlayStation 4, Xbox One.
Dare you skip over Shin Megami Tensei 5? That's on the 12th.
I see
yeah, that's a huge game coming out for the Switch on the 12th, besides Pokemon.
Yep.
Don't skip over that Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic either for the Switch.
Shin Megami. What is that game about?
The Shin Megami series is a really good one. So I would say I prefer the Shin Megami series than the Persona because it has more of it. Yeah,
it's a spin-off from Persona.
I'm about to look it up right now. Man, this game's about knitting sweaters. Keep going,
man.
No, we know. Wait a minute. Hold up. Dark. I know. We already know. The reason you're on the sweater kick is because you've been playing The Sims and you bought that knitting update pack on The Sims, okay?
Now look, truth be told, when it comes to Switch games, the Switch can take over the whole damn list. So I couldn't put every Switch game on there. The top 10 can be the Switch. You know what I mean?
No, because it's already Mario Party Superstars already released this month. But the next one is Shin Megami Tensei, and then I think Pokemon is going to be big. Is going to like blow everything out the water for Switch this month.
Yep. And speaking of that, we got Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl, which is also releasing November 19th.
They are remakes. They are remakes of the original Diamond and Pearl for people who like the old school Pokemon.
I love Diamond. I found that game on the ground outside. I was like, you know what? I was going to take it.
Tell you what, man. Yo, the brass at Nintendo, they're eating right now.
Yeah,
I mean, they just get that guap. I can't wait to get into that topic that we have coming up, though, y'all.
I know.
My son already pre-ordered that Pokemon Diamond. And I'm like, dog, aren't you tired of catching Pokemons?
Nope.
But no, I guess he's not.
He's for him, this is a brand new game because of his age. That game came out almost 20 years ago. So for him, it's a brand new game. For people like me and Tronny, it's a remake for us.
Yeah, that's how Nintendo does it. They're smart. Nintendo's smart.
Mm-hmm.
And not only they remake it, they put it more as a more of a. It's kind of like have more of the Japanese theme to it, like the actual. Yeah, mostly Pokemon games are based off like from the islands or from Europe, America, and other areas. This one's is practically Japan like theme now, and I
You gotta
love
let
it.
me know. You gotta let me know which one you get in Tronny, so I can get the opposite, so we can trade Pokemon.
I want. I still want Diamond. I still want Diamond.
Okay, so you're gonna get Diamond. I'll get Pearl.
Okay.
And then
How you do
the final two are Farming Simulator 22. I put that out there because I know that's a favorite for Storm. And
Nah, there's
I
a
ain't
lot of
want
people who love that one.
and I ain't want the Stadia
Yeah,
people
they
to
do.
feel left out. So Stadians, you
Right.
get you Farming Simulator comes out on the 22nd, and last
Okay,
but
I'm
certainly
gonna
not
try
least
Mhm.
is Final Fantasy 15 Endwalker, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, PC, and Mac. Tronny, is this what like DLC or something like that, or what is this? Is this a brand
Or
new
Yeah,
50?
standard
that's DLC.
DLC?
That's DLC. Yeah.
Okay,
They might
cool.
be in the finished game because they did put. I remember that they had to hold everything. I think they canceled some of the DLC for Final
No,
Fantasy
this is
15.
this is Final Fantasy 14.
14.
Oh,
14.
14.
That's the
Oh,
Okay.
14.
online. That's the
Endwalker.
yeah,
The
that's the
online
Oh,
one.
okay. No, you the
MMORPG.
online one. Yeah, the online. Yeah, I haven't. Man, I really want to play that, but like I
I
said,
got bored
I
with it. I
I
seriously
just
got
don't have.
bored with it.
I had no friends. You know, I had no sleep on
I
myself.
mean, I had friends in the game, but
I
I
did.
guess I got burnt out of MMORPGs.
Shout out to
But
It can be like that because
ooh, what's
sometimes
that?
MMOs are like that. That's why like I said, when I play MMOs, I'm very
Look at
much
that.
I'm a lone wolf. I'm
That's
a very
beautiful.
lone wolf. So I never got into anything like that.
All right,
So
and
this is
those
our
are your
next topic here.
those are your games for November, but you guys can see them before the people on the other side of the mic can see it. Okay, let's get into topic
Okay.
number one, folks. Topic
Okay.
topic two really. Xbox taking over the holidays. Now this has got Doc grinning from ear to ear, but I'm letting you know,
Facts.
Doc. Me and Tronny, we're not having this shit today. We're not gonna let you get away with
Right.
this. But
What?
what's
What?
going on? Look,
Right.
check this out,
I'm
y'all.
confused.
There's nothing you could do.
PlayStation
He's
Nation.
just already foregoing for
What?
look.
I
Forza,
mean,
Forza
I'm
Horizon
happy
5,
for him.
y'all, is killing it on Metacritic. It's killing it on the other critic thing. It's getting
Oh my
accolades all
God,
over
yeah.
the place. It's like one of the most highly rated games this year. So the reason why the topic is the way that it is not only do you have that, but you have like this crazy Halo anticipation that's started. Now I get it. There's console war stuff going back and forth, but people that have played the multiplayer, they're like, oh
Yes.
man, this is the best multiplayer we've played in years. And when you kind of look at over at me and Tronny's side, we got Final Fantasy 15, but there's not a PlayStation first party game headlining the holidays. So I'm gonna start with you, Doc. Because of these two games, Halo and Halo's releasing in December, and Forza's releasing this month. Are
Yeah.
we going to see finally? Well, not I don't want to say finally, but are we going to see again Xbox take the holidays in NPD?
I don't see how they don't. Now, here's the one thing about Halo that we gotta call a spade a spade. Let's not act like we weren't already supposed to have Halo. This game has been delayed. It just happens that it's coming out. I think it's December 8th. It comes out. We're gonna get Horizon first, Forza Horizon first, and then we're gonna go ahead and get Halo. And yeah, the holidays are gonna look really, really for anyone that's gaming on Xbox, especially anyone that's gaming on Game Pass too. Like that's crazy. Like we're gonna get these two bangers of games day and date on that service. It's amazing. Like you just can't deny the value that Game Pass is right now. And yes, because the other side doesn't have anything as big as these two games coming out, like, yeah, they're gonna have to keep platinuming old games. Like, that's what you guys are doing. You guys are platinuming. I mean, I don't know how many times you could platinum Ratchet and Clank, but maybe start a new profile, and then you go do that. Go to Returnal, return back to the first stage, and play it all over again. I don't know. There's not much. I mean, I would tell you to play a multiplayer game, but there's no multiplayer games on the PS5 unless like you're gonna Platinum Destruction All-Star. Like, y'all literally got nothing. You know what? Y'all could play Astro Bot and blow on the controller again. That could be a good thing. But, you know what I'm saying? But no, the holidays from Thanksgiving all the way to the New Year's is all Microsoft and Xbox. Mic drop. Thank you.
This dude is mighty disrespectful. Hey, Tron, you ain't gonna let him get away with that. I'm gonna back you up, hon. What do you think about this? Okay. You think that Halo, like, okay, let's keep it real. Excuse the squeaky chair. Let's keep it real. Xbox hasn't won a holiday since 1935, right? Is this gonna? No, they haven't won a holiday since the Xbox One S. They won a holiday. Remember when the mighty place? Hey, look, this is what was pat me and woke me up and made me realize, PlayStation ain't nothing to be messed with. Maybe I'm on the wrong side. When the Xbox One X dropped, and I had betted Porter Rock, Doc's brother. I bet him. I said, Porter Rock, you need to shut your ass up. Xbox One X is taking over. People is getting their taxes. They're gonna put their EBT cards down. They're gonna start buying Xbox One X's. You don't know what you're talking about. And he said, no, Moss, it's going to be worse. And he was right. And it was been worse ever since then. Tronny, is it different now? I mean, we got Halo and we got Forza coming out, and PlayStation doesn't have any first-party exclusives to combat it. Do you think that Xbox might finally take back the holidays on NPD?
I really don't know. I don't have an Xbox to say anything. I can't make that judgment on both consoles because I don't have a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. As far as I know, there's a lot of games coming on the PS4 that I'm really excited for. It doesn't have to be first party, actually, because first party, that's just easy. And most of the games for the first party on PlayStation are going to come out next year. So, I mean, it's good that, Microsoft is getting something pop. They're popping out some stuff, but at the same time, I hate to say this, but it's still not going to give me a Series X game. It's still like Halo is a nice series so far, story wise, because I do like. I watched some of their little movies and stuff, so I got the hint of what's going on. But at the same time, game wise, I can't really say. Yeah. And Forza is. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's just a racing simulator. Don't always get.
Tell them, Tronny. Tell them.
It's a racing simulator. They always get good reviews and scores, and that's the only thing. Like, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see that a lot in every time I see a simulator, just like the flight simulator. I'm like, you have plane. You're in the plane. That's it. You're in the car.
Oh no! I flew to Brazil. Hold on now. I've never been to Brazil in my life, and I flew. I was there.
Me too, Doc.
I mean, that's you were there. It's Brazil, yeah. But I think you're using Google Maps. I think that's what you
just flight simulator to Google Maps.
Hey, Doc. Damn all that.
What are you doing right now, man?
Hey, yo.
I went to Alaska. It's gorgeous out there. It's amazing. So I'll give you that. I did fly to Alaska. It's beautiful. You guys should go check it out if you have a chance.
I'm turning on flight simulator right now. We're going to Alaska.
Look at this.
Get your ticket and go out there.
What the Xbox is the travel box? What the hell's going on here? They should call it the National Geographic stick. I mean, what the hell? What's the point? Where's the action? Where's the dying?
Hold up.
Where's the shooting at? No, I just had to jump in there. I'm sorry. Hey, Store, was you about to say something, Store?
I was gonna say with the flight sim, I flew over my own damn house, so I think that gets a 10 out of 10 right there alone. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I can fly over my house in the game, I'm talking about right over the roof of my shit. Now, all right, now I do want to say this, right? When it comes to the NPD and all that stuff, man, Xbox is gonna win. They're gonna look good this holiday season, and Sony don't give a damn at the end of the day, because Sony's sitting back grinning and stuff, laughing, clowning right now, like, yo. Let them have this one right here because we'll take the spring and the summer and the fall, and then we'll take the winter of 2022. So this right here is what PlayStation fans are thinking right now. And I have a Series X. I don't even have a PS5, and I'm calling this out. Halo Infinite will make a lot of noise. Forza Horizon 5 will get a lot of accolades. A lot of people will enjoy that game. A lot of gamers don't play racing games, so they won't even touch the shit, right? Let's keep it real. That's what we're going to do tonight. So Xbox is going to have a strong holiday season. It's going to move some Series X's and all that stuff, right? But that's still not going to push that needle to the point where it surpasses PlayStation in any form or fashion, bro. Like, this is the thing that we're talking about because you know what PlayStation gamers are going to do? They're going to sit back and say, "Y'all got that." I heard Doc on the podcast. I heard him. But now Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West is about to drop. You know what I'm saying? The next God of War Ragnarok and all that stuff. Gran Turismo, y'all forgot about Gran Turismo 7? Y'all forgot about the next whatever they decide to drop. Anything they drop is going to be hot. So it's not going to really do too much damage, MM2K.
You also have to think about like some games. Sony doesn't even announce every game; they'll just drop something. Just like what the heck? So we don't know.
They might pull a Nintendo.
They'll drop a remaster
Nintendo
that might
does it all
sell
the
more
time.
units than certain games on the
Yeah,
Series X, man. In
there's-
my opinion.
There's way too much blue in this podcast.
I'm curious to say this.
I mean, I'm a
I was there on the round table.
my
Okay, I
God.
was not there.
Here's
I'm a chameleon, Doc.
Yeah, someone.
here's my
He
here's my
asked about
thoughts on it.
November and December. He asked about November and December for the holiday. Y'all couldn't say.
Man, I understand, but I'm just saying
Here's-
this is why Sony's not worried. That's all I'm saying.
Now here's what I'm going to say. Okay,
Really,
everybody's going to look at Xbox and applaud them and say, "Finally, y'all done dropped something." Okay. So they lose MPD. Everybody else loses MPD for us holiday season. Look at the last time Xbox had something. Yo, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm happy for y'all. Even though I don't care about Halo, but the people who love Halo, y'all got something coming out brand new for you.
Thank you.
Exactly.
You
Thank
can
you.
only play Halo 1 through 5 but so many times. Okay. You got a new racing game coming out. Okay. It's just like Project Storm said. Okay.
What just happened? What just happened?
Hey, Doc was like, yo. Doc was
Hey,
like,
Listen,
yo.
Doc.
he took it as an insult.
No. But what I'm saying is
Compliment two insults back to back.
okay, I didn't take it as an insult, to be honest.
No, you
Then
good.
you
You good.
but you have a new Forza game coming out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have a new game coming out for you. You got something new to play. It's getting great scores, but it's just like Storm said, that's kind of a niche
Yeah.
area.
Golly.
Okay, and I'm not saying it in a bad way because I play a lot of damn niche ass games. Like right now, I'm waiting on the next Sherlock Holmes game to come out, and I went into GameStop today and they said I never heard of the game. What the hell?
Yeah,
Okay?
that's what they did to me too. Like, what the
Okay.
hell?
So what I'm saying is racing is a niche topic, but hey, you got a new game, and the reviewers are saying it's awesome. I'm not even going to fault you. If you take NPD for the month of December, you go right on ahead. I have no problems with it. Okay? But the thing is here's the other flip side of that, right? And this is the sad thing about it. You got these, and I'll even say 2 great games coming out. Because like I said, people are hyped for Halo and
They
people are
great.
hyped
They
for
great.
Rotor. Okay?
Mhm.
But the problem is still,
What?
if people want consoles, there's still shortages.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And I mean that.
Well.
The cloud.
Go ahead, Doc.
No.
PC and the
Go
PC.
ahead. Play it on PC. Play it on
There
your
it is.
phone. Play it.
That's
Where
what
you
I'm
want to play?
saying is- But here's another thing also, okay? You're saying PC. Not everybody, like some people hate playing on PC and flat out refuse to play on PC. You can't force them to play on PC if they don't want to play on PC.
But millions do,
Let's
Bunny.
say
Tens of millions do now. You gotta
tens of
remember
millions
that.
do, but then there's some hardcore who refuse to play on PC. Maybe they don't have a PC good enough to run it. Then you're thinking about, well, okay, you could play on your phone. Okay. Some people don't want that type of experience. It's a caveat. You have to figure out, like, there's some people who only play on console. Some people don't. I know somebody personally who don't even own a PC. Okay, so you could say, well, you can play it on PC, you can play it on tablet, you can play it on this, but some people prefer that console experience. So, like, I was in GameStop today, and a guy was coming in asking what the difference was between a Series X and a Series S. Because he wanted to get one, but he wasn't sure what the differences was in it.
Yeah.
Okay, the guy at GameStop, hardly was answering any of his questions because I know the guy at the GameStop, he's more into PlayStation and Switch.
Get him fired.
Okay. So I was helping the guy up until a certain point and found out the guy only plays 2K. Okay, you're okay with getting a Series S because you don't need much more just to play
Facts.
2K.
Facts.
Okay. So I said you should be okay with just the Series S. Well, the reason he was asking is because GameStop only had one type in stock. I think they had just gotten in Series S's. They didn't have any X's, and he was willing to wait for an X if he thought he needed an X. You see what I mean? So some people wait for that console to come in because they want that console experience. They don't want to build a PC. They don't want to play on PC. They don't want to play on their cell phones. Maybe they're sitting in an area
Oh,
where their latency is not that great on cell phones.
and also you're gonna pay like $1,000 for a phone that actually can run those type of games. So you gotta think
Exactly.
about that because there's gaming phones. Like
Yeah.
mine can be a gaming phone. Mine can. I'm not paying that much, so I'll give it that. But the fact that sometimes you gotta really think about these phones, you don't want that thing to run hot either. So there is no thermal issue. There'll be thermal issues on the service.
So yes,
But like I
Doc,
said, but here's the one thing, real quick,
go
real
ahead,
quick,
Tron.
real quick. Also, not saying like I'm not bashing anybody because I'm like this with the PS5 as well. So I think both consoles right now are still on my backlist anyways because there really isn't any games that I really want to play on there because PlayStation 4 and it's still coming out with new games every single time I get on here. I go on
You
all
right.
these.
Ain't no point getting a PS5. You right. I agree.
No, there's no point to get an Xbox either at the point.
Wait a minute. You were doing so well. You were doing so well.
but Doc, here's the thing. Well, no, Tronny.
Mhm.
If for a racing enthusiast who loves to play racing games on a console, they didn't giving you a reason to get an Xbox Series X.
This game looks beautiful.
If you want the bigger gravy train graphics, but if you have but on the flip side of it, if you have a Xbox One X or Xbox One, you can still play the game. And you
Facts.
don't have
Yeah.
to upgrade, but you just won't get those juicy gravy train graphics.
In the
So
cloud, you will.
they're trying
And you can use the cloud on the one now, right?
yeah, you could use the cloud. Yeah,
Woo!
they're gonna
Microsoft is gonna be winning November, December,
The thing,
January,
here's the
February, March, April, May, June,
but
July.
here's the
It's
thing.
not.
But what
It's
about
not
those
very.
people? But what about those people who don't play online? Okay, some people get these games and play them single player just natively on their console. Some people don't even hook their consoles up online.
Well, I think Forza Horizons is probably DRM bound, so I don't.
Yeah,
think
you got to
can
play it online.
I think
Yeah.
you got to play it on. I
Well,
think you have to play that one
damn.
online.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, who are these barbarians buying a PS5 or Xbox and not plugging it online?
Yeah. Yeah, like you're gonna have DRM
I
take
think, I
over
think for
everything.
me, I just say like this is still not getting me to get both consoles. I feel like there's no reason right now to
So
get
you
them.
don't, yeah, you don't think.
I hear Tron. She right. There's no reason to get PS5. Xbox Series S is what she wants.
Xbox either.
Next time,
So
hey,
they don't
Tronny,
have
Doc,
stop playing,
No,
Tronny.
no, no, Doc. Doc, I'm gonna be straight honest with you. Okay, I'm in the same boat as Tronny. I have a
Mhm.
PS4. There's no point in either one of us getting a PS5 because there's only, I think, one game on
Only
PS5 you really want, Tronny, right? Ratchet and
Mhm.
Clank.
Bunny. What's that? What's
No,
that?
I'm
What's
just
that? What's
thinking
that
there's
yarn you
only
want?
there's
I'll buy you that
But,
damn
Relink.
yarn. I'll
There's
buy you that
but,
damn yarn, Bunny.
but,
okay, there's also Relink that's coming out, but they don't come out till later in the
no,
year.
no, but I'm talking about
So,
currently right now. If
oh,
you had
currently
a
right now?
choice to get one, the only game right now you really, really want is Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah,
Okay.
at the moment, yeah.
But but the thing is that's something you can wait on. So for Tronny, there's no
Yeah.
reason to buy a PS5. For me, there's absolutely nothing only on PS5 that I absolutely want because a lot of the games I can still buy on PS4. Now I was had somebody dying with laughter. I said the moment Dark Pictures and oh no, I was talking to you, Tronny. The moment Dark Pictures anthologies can only be purchased on the PS5, guess what? I'm buying a PS5.
Yep.
So
Okay.
hold on, let me just stop you there because we got Xbox pie sniffer extraordinaire Emmanuel A1 in the house. Hey Emmanuel, it's a long time no see. He says Forza Horizon 5 doesn't have online only DRM. Stop lying. Is it Doc? Is that, I mean, are we lying? Is that true?
I don't know, but what I do know is I don't know anybody that has Xbox Series X that their console is not online.
And
That
I'm not
I
saying
don't
that.
know.
I'm not saying it as a negative thing or as a bad thing. I'm a cloud gamer,
Right.
so
Exactly.
So what I'm saying
If
is
you
that
want proud, then that's what you're used to. Anyway, if that's what you're
The
used
thing
to too,
is,
right?
what I'm
a lot
saying
of
is that the point that was being made, Emmanuel, is that some people may want to play Horizon without internet, and I don't think you can. I think that even if you get a physical copy, I think you might need an online check-in. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the chat. But it was nothing malicious. Hey,
yeah.
look, I just want you to
Yeah,
put your
that's
pitchfork down,
you need the
Emmanuel. It's gonna be,
honesty.
I mean, like,
Oh,
save it for later in
Emmanuel.
the show.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Crazy so.
But the people who I know who don't like I have friends who are in the military and things, and when they get deployed, some of them take their consoles with them. And where they may get deployed at, there may not be internet. So they play a lot of games offline.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I'm not.
that's what my point was.
I'm not
Yeah, that's
sure.
true.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Horizon is one of the games that you can take it. Like Ghost Recon Breakpoint. You can play that game and never play with you can never play a multiplayer match, but then it's always got that constant DRM. So we'll see. Storm, let's let you close it out. We'll move on to the next subject matter. So Storm, I mean, you made your point that you don't feel like that this is going to have too much of an influence on PlayStation going into 2022. So you don't think this is going to mess up their momentum. But
it won't.
Okay, but but to get your thoughts and then we'll close up. You believe that they're going to take both months or 1 month? And if it's only 1 month, which month do you think they'll take?
They're going to take November, December. They're
December
on
with
lock.
Halo?
November, December.
Yep.
They're on lock. Halo's coming out. Hey! For the first time, you're going to be able to play Halo on more than just how many? One platform, more than two platforms you count.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute, wait a minute,
You
wait a
count
minute, guys.
out. Then you know what I mean. Like this
We
thing right
forgetting
here.
one thing.
Then it's free to play and all that.
That's what I'm going to say. How's that going to take NPD if the most
Well,
popular mode
the
is the
free.
free to play mode? They don't
Well,
count that in NPDs as free to
true.
play
All
games, do
right, now
they?
that's a good point. That's a good point. But
But it
when
can
it
help.
comes
It can help
to
sell consoles though.
yeah, it's gonna move units. That's what I was saying
Okay.
earlier. It's gonna, they're gonna ship some Series X's and stuff, and the DR, not DRM. Now y'all got me thinking DRM. The DLC, all
Yeah.
that DLC. People are gonna be buying these skins and all that stuff that's about to drop in this game. I hate to say it like that, but they're gonna buy that. They're gonna buy that additional content and stuff. Man, it's just these are Halo fans we're talking about.
Yeah.
So with that being said, they're gonna, they're gonna add features. They're gonna add ways to make money off of this game. It's about to expand like you never seen before on different platforms, y'all.
So it's free. So it's free to. So it's technically you have to pay to play.
I mean, hey, I tell you this right here. Game Pass is about to get a boost as well because I already got my Game Pass Ultimate, and I'm gonna be playing on PC and Series X, but mainly on PC because of that higher FPS and that ray tracing. Whenever they drop the ray tracing, it's gonna be better on PC. So that's where I'm gonna be playing most of the time. But for the Series X owners, they're gonna be having a blast, and for the cloud gamers, it's gonna be cool as hell playing Halo for the first time in the cloud. So it's going to be exciting, man. Microsoft, they set this one up.
So I just realized you guys are actually asking two different questions. You're asking are they going to win MPD, and is Xbox going to win for the holiday? These are just based off of sales. Then you got to understand Microsoft is not really looking at sales in the traditional way. They want people into their ecosystem. If they really cared about just selling consoles, they wouldn't have these games on PC. They wouldn't allow you to play these games on the Xbox One. They wouldn't allow you to play these games on the cloud. Like, they would force you to buy these consoles the same way that Sony forcing you to buy the PS5 if you want to play Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, if you want to play Returnal. Like, you're forced to buy that console. There is no game right now that is forcing you to play on only a Xbox Series X or only a Xbox Series S. Like, you could literally have at least two games. So if it's coming to sales, then they might not still win. And when it comes to sales, especially selling the console, like, people still want to buy the PS5, right? But as far as engagement and people jumping into the community, I bet you subscription of Game Pass this next 2 months goes up as well. So that's what I would say.
Here's my issue with that.
I hear the word force. No one is like, it's a thing. There's like, so I had to get a Switch to play the game, so I'm forced to get a Switch for playing certain games too.
Well, and then real quick, Mars, before you go, Mars.
You're forced to get the Switch if you want to play Metroid Dread. You can't play it anywhere else. So no matter how big.
Is that a bad thing? But my question is that a bad thing?
It's a bad thing for a gamer. It's not a bad thing for Nintendo. Because I'm looking at that Switch OLED right now, like, damn, I want to buy it, but I know I shouldn't. But that Metroid Dread looks amazing.
Hey, Mars, it's gonna be 5 seconds. So what I'm saying is it's still going to move units because you got the enthusiast level gamers who is ready for an upgrade. Now they're going to finally get another opportunity this holiday season. That's what I'm saying. They're going to move some Series X's and S's or whatever. So that's what I meant when I said that. But go ahead, though, bro.
No. But here's my thing with that. And I'm not saying, Doc, what you're saying is right to a degree. But I think Xbox still wants to push console units because I don't think that the PC saturation for Xbox is enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good, but it's not enough. Where there's there's enough PC gamers that where they can say, you know what? If we don't sell another console, it doesn't matter. Our PC gaming community will uphold us with engagement. I think Microsoft still wants to sell a whole bunch of consoles because the console gamer is the atypical gamer that is going to be subscribed to Game Pass. So that's where console saturation is still important. You're right as far as individual game sales. I don't think that Xbox is looking at, Halo pushed only 500 units. They're not worried about that. They're worried about Xbox Game Pass subscriptions. And in order for them subscriptions to skyrocket to 40, 50, 60 million, right now is going to be on the backs of their console gamers. You know what I'm saying? So
I could agree with that.
That's why I said I think it's right to a degree, but I still think they're still eyeballing NPD at least for console sales. You know what I'm saying? And look, the proof is in the pudding. When they won NPD after E3, who was out there? Phil Spencer. You know what I'm saying? So for all my cloud people that was battling me when I was talking about the NPD list versus the Stadia catalog, and y'all was like, NPD's only in Texas and Wichita. No. Phil Spencer himself put on his slippers, put on his Ghostface Killer robe, got on the mic and said, yo, we won NPD. We put on the Wonder Woman bracelet and said, yo, we won NPD, baby. Dropped the mic and went back. You know what I'm saying? In the studio. So
So,
and they want to win that they want to get saturation with the units. But go ahead, Tronny.
so my thing is now I was asked this. So exclusivity is still bad. I just want to know, is that still bad?
Oh, Tronny
It's
coming. Tronny
bad
coming for it.
for
She coming for
no.
it.
So that's what I'm gonna
Get
say.
him.
It's not beneficial to the gamer because you're forced to buy that console. So again, I would love to play Metroid Dread on a Series X. I would love to, but I can't. I gotta get a Nintendo, and I'm not mad at Nintendo for doing that because it's just business, right? But as far as the fact that I can play Forza Horizon on my PC or I could play it on my Xbox is an advantage to me, the gamer. And I don't really care about these corporations as much as I care about myself, right, as the gamer.
Yeah.
So it does matter to an extent. So but it's not bad, but it's bad for the gamer, if that makes sense.
It's not bad for me, but I will say this: like, you gotta make sure you saying this on here and people are listening. So if it comes back on Twitter, just letting you know.
Oh
They're
no,
gonna ask you
yeah, they know about it. Yeah, that's why like Sony loves exclusives. That's why Sony's not good, Xbox good. Sony bad, Xbox good. That's the basis of it. I'm trolling. I'm trolling.
I'm just saying there's gonna be people like that. Like, that's fine, because I'm not like I'm not really giving a crap about what exclusivity or not. I just like if the game's there and something I'm interested, I'll get it. But if it's not there, I'm not gonna waste my money on the console at the moment until I see something that catches my eye. And like I said, only Sony and Nintendo seem to be the only ones that still catch my eye, mostly. It's
Okay.
just Xbox has to show me something that's interesting.
Okay, so let me ask you this, right? So literally, I'm being honest with you. The Metroid Dread looks like the game that I really want to play, right? But I'm contemplating whether or not it's worth me buying a Switch just for that game because I've never had the urge to buy a Switch, and my son has a Switch, so I know what the Switch is all about and everything, right? But for me, I've never had the urge to buy a Switch. But Metroid Dread looks like the game, so instead of just paying $60 for a game and being able to play it on my Xbox Series X because it's a console that I already have, or a PS4 Pro because it's a console that I already have, or playing it on my Nvidia Shield because it's on cloud service, I have to now if I want to experience this game. Not just spend the $60 of the game, but I also got to spend either the $2.99 for the Switch Lite or the $3 whatever. I don't even know how much the old.
You know they got
Actually,
Yeah.
Doc, the Switch Lite is 199. The original Switch is 299,
Okay,
and
so there you
the
go. So
OLED it is
$200.
350.
Okay, so there you go. So $200 to play for only one game that I'm interested in playing it. Wouldn't it make more sense for me if the game was also available on the Series X? Nintendo's still getting the same $60. I'm still paying them, right, for the game because they're the ones that are publishing the game. But no, instead they put it behind their console, which again, business-wise,
But
makes sense.
But on the flip side of it, Doc, you gotta think about it like this. You're paying $60 for that game to play it on Xbox. Xbox gotta get a cut of that $60. So Nintendo ain't gonna get that full $60.
they won't. Yeah.
Exactly. So it benefits Nintendo to have exclusive. Doesn't benefit.
Okay, but here's another thing you gotta think about it like this. You're saying it doesn't benefit the gamer. You're talking to a person, a gamer right here who is a gamer, who, when they saw a game, went out and bought a console. It didn't stop me that I had to buy a console for a specific game. I bought the console for that game. Okay?
How did
But
that benefit you though?
it benefited me because I was able to play that game.
No, it
You
benefited the company that you bought the console for. It didn't benefit
yeah.
you.
Yeah, and it benefited me because I got the game that I wanted to play. That's the thing you have to think about. You the thing is back in the 80s when the whole console war, I mean when the gaming was falling is because everybody wanted everything on every game on every system. So a lot of knockoffs and
Yeah.
shit started coming out. And that's what started coming down. That's the reason Nintendo came in and put such high standards to bring gaming back around. Okay? Right now you're saying you're a gamer, but yet you don't want to go out and get the console to play the game.
Yeah.
My suggestion is if you want the game, why don't you just buy the game and then play it on your son's Switch?
Yeah.
Or download the demo on your son's Switch to see if you like the game enough to buy it.
I'm
They
gonna
have
do
a
it.
free demo. You see what
Yeah.
I mean?
I'm gonna
They
do one.
have,
I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna put that Xbox in developer mode, and I'm gonna pirate the game.
and
Hey,
some
yo,
people
no, hey,
are
no, no.
just don't get
He trying
caught
to get us
because,
taken
like
off
I
the
said,
airwave.
and also I will warn you, there is a warning going out about people who pirated the game. That's
No,
something
I'm
they
kidding.
can
I'm
go
kidding. I wouldn't do
No,
that.
but
I
what I'm
would.
saying is you're not sure if you want to switch or not, but you are always talking about you're hanging out with your son and you're playing with your son and things like that. You could easily just buy the game and play it on his Switch,
No,
or at
no,
least download the demo and test it out to make sure you even like the game.
no,
It
no.
might
My
look
son's
great.
in Illinois. I live in Virginia, so we're not even together. He's in Illinois. I live in Virginia, so
No,
that
but you
wouldn't be
visit
work.
him quite a bit.
I do.
You see what I mean?
I want my own Switch though, and I want that OLED so
He's
bad. I
No,
do
asking
no,
want that
but
about
OLED
that's
that.
what
so
I'm
bad.
saying.
I
That's what
want
I'm
that OLED so
saying. You
bad.
need to, because like I said, if you buy, here's the thing, and this is what I tell everybody, right? Like, you know how Breath of the Wild gets great reviews and everything, right? I know some people who went out and bought a Switch for Breath of the Wild and ended up hating Breath of the Wild.
Really?
Okay. I know I'm not the only person who does not like Breath of the Wild. There's more people out here who do not like Breath of the Wild. They just don't talk about it because they know they're gonna get people from Nintendo breathing down their throats, saying, screaming at them.
That's facts. That's facts.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
true.
what I'm saying is next time you're hanging out with your son, I think the first level is in the demo of Metroid Dread. There's a free demo. You can download it to the Switch. Play it while you're with your son. Hell, your son might even want the game. Then, if you see that you like it, then debate on whether or not you want to get a Switch.
No, I know I like it. It's Metroid. The nostalgia Nintendo
Yeah.
got me. The problem
Yeah.
That
is,
doesn't. That
Yeah,
doesn't.
same.
His
The
issue
people
is
got wait. The people got caught with the nostalgia of Zelda also.
But his issue is, and I can get it, because I love Metroid. Like Metroid's like of my favorite games of all
Same.
time. But his
Right.
his concern is, do I want to buy a Switch for it? Because after I play Metroid, what else am I going to play?
exactly.
But
That's
But
his
but-
concern. I get
play
it.
right.
I know the
And
argument is that
see,
okay, just the
go,
problem with the argument I'm seeing here is the fact that you say you don't want to play that on the Switch, you want to play on the Xbox.
No.
So what's
No.
the difference?
Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So what is you say you want to play on you want to play it because it's locked in one console.
Right.
But how you know you're going to like it just by trying out the switches to see how you just try it out. Just there's demos
Well,
all
no,
these
he
companies
wants
put
it.
demos out.
I get what he's saying. He wants the game, but he
here's what
don't
I
want to have
suggest.
to go buy a Switch in order to play it. That's what he's saying.
Here-
Right.
You
but
know he
here's
wants the game.
here's
Or
what I
you want it
tell
on Game
anybody.
Pass.
This is what I tell anybody in that situation. Okay, the game is going to be there forever. You can download it, you can buy a physical copy, whatever. Your game's going to be there forever. Wait until enough drops on that
Facts.
Switch
That's
for
facts.
you to buy it.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I know, and this is something that you, me, Tronny, every gamer has experienced. We see that new game, we're loving that game, and we're seeing it on the console. Cause trust me, it happened with me with the Wii U. I wanted Splatoon. I didn't care what else was on the console. I wanted Splatoon, and then I ended up getting the Wii U and hating the controller. Okay? My suggestion is always wait until a console has at least 3 to 5 games that you want to play.
Yep, that's what I don't know. I don't think that's what happened to me on the PS3. I think it said Ratchet and Clank. I just bought it,
No,
and
but
then I
that's what
started.
I'm saying. A lot, and it happened with the Switch. People got it first, got Breath of the Wild, loved Breath of the Wild, beat Breath of the Wild, did nothing else with Breath of the Wild. Then they had a console that was sitting there dead.
Yeah, collecting dust.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
I think that's good advice. Now let me just cut in real quick before we transition to the next topic because we run out of time, so we're gonna have to switch some things around. I got a text from somebody, and they said they were sorry to text me so late, but they trying to get their boys an Xbox Series X, and they said they see them in a Walmart ad for $499, but when they go online, they're like $900. They said, "Is this for real? Is there anywhere else they can get them? Does anybody on the panel know where the hell, or anybody in the chat know where in the hell they can find an Xbox Series X without it being $9.99? The rent is too damn high. Can someone help?
I got mine off the Microsoft Store itself, and that was a pre-order right before they dropped or whatever, I think. And then I ended up getting mine that December. Like it came a little earlier than the 23rd that it was originally supposed to come. So that's the best bet, I think, if you could find one on the website. And I know they have that program where you can kind of like do the finances and stuff like that. I don't know. I didn't take advantage of it, but I don't know. I was looking into that first though.
Yep.
Also, call your GameStops because the GameStops have started getting a trickling of Xboxes in. Because, like I said, my GameStop today had just gotten a few Xboxes in. So they're getting them trickled in, but it's almost as if you have to be at the right place at the right time.
Yeah. And I think, was it like Best Buy as well?
Yep. Yeah.
Want to check that out as well. Was it you told me, Bunny, you told me that you have to be like, if you want like a game, especially like the PlayStation, the Xbox, you gotta have a mental chip.
I'm just laughing at Andrew Wilkins. Andrew came in. Shout out to Andrew. I see you in a minute. He had there cutting up. Talking about Xbox has been in Walmarts. People don't really want them.
I don't know what area
stop
you in.
Stop it, Andrew.
Now, I don't know what area you in, but in my Walmarts, I have not seen a PlayStation.
Thank you, Bunny. Thank you.
Nor I have not seen a PlayStation 4, a PlayStation 5. I have not seen an Xbox One, an Xbox Series X, or an Xbox Series S since last year.
I've seen now in my local Target. I've seen a bunch of. I see Series S's all the time, but I have not seen an Xbox Series X.
Walmart.
I see S's where I live too.
Where you live, M2K, Alaska? Where you live?
No, hey, bro, I'm in Pennsylvania, brother. I'm in Pennsylvania, brother.
It's literally the
Pittsburgh Steel City.
Yeah, the Target, the Best Buy, and the Walmart, and the GameStop is all within walking distance, right there together in the same complex. None of them have had PlayStations or Xboxes since last year.
Emmanuel A1 is dropping some gems in here. Emmanuel, my bad. I ain't had a chance to pick on you in months. So,
Emmanuel,
I'm sorry for what I said earlier, but but he's dropping some gems in here. He said Xbox All Access program. That's another good one.
Yeah, that's it. All access program.
Yeah, you might have to watch that. But I like Storm's suggestion is you might have to go directly to the Microsoft store. You might even have to get you might have to get a bundle. Hey Ron, I tried to put them down with Stadia. They ain't having it because you know what? Because these kids they play Fortnite all the time. So they play Fortnite. So they ain't.
No, we do not.
Hardcore sweater knitters over here.
I got my sweater quantity. I'm iron.
Yeah, so it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard because now if you was looking for a PlayStation because they just brought over a plane with a whole bunch of them, baby. It will probably be easier, but the Xbox Series X, it's gonna be tough. Like you literally got to be on like New Egg, I imagine, and you're gonna be paying a bundle. Like right, Storm, you're gonna be getting a bundle joint. You know what I'm saying? You'll be paying $7.99 for that mug. You're gonna have to buy like 5 games with it and a pair of socks. Something with
and I saw somebody's video talking about like some stores are locking consoles behind paywalls. Yeah. Like I think Best Buy, they got that $200 plan, but if you have that, like you pay $200 a year or something, that's the only way you'll be able to buy a PlayStation or something like crazy like that. And I'm sitting here like, y'all complaining about
that microchip
games?
shortage. The silicon shortage. It's crazy, and it's not going to improve until 2023. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all so much for all of your assistance. That's some great stuff. Now, you know what we're going to have to do? We got to move this up because I want to get the chat in here, and then I want to do this giveaway. So let's do the first giveaway, right? We're giving away 4 games. And I didn't really announce the giveaway. So let me do this right now. We're giving away 4 Xbox indie games. So we're going to start the giveaway right now. You're going to see it in the chat. You should see something bubble up in the chat.
Okay.
And the way it's going to work is what you got to hit is you got to hit exclamation point raffle in order to participate in this raffle. But it's not. Come on. Cutting up on me now. Unless did I do something? Oh, I think I. Oh man, I did something. Hey, Doc, you can't get this damn raffle, Doc. What are you doing?
I won. I'm the only one here now. I won.
Hold on. I gotta fix it.
What Metro Dread? What I won?
You want Metro Dread?
He said Xbox Cindy.
Oh man.
So it's probably a game you already got.
No, I gotta fix it anyway. Oh, hold on. Settings. Oh man. Thank goodness. Account settings. I got it on Stadia dosage streams.
That's what I was gonna say. I know you did.
Yep. So let me fix this.
Hey, well, he figures. But Bunny, I want an OLED, Bunny, but I know you told me not to get the OLED, but I don't know, Bunny.
Like I said, take the risk, man. I didn't upgrade to the OLED. I'm waiting to see what else is coming out because, like I said, it's not too beneficial for me to upgrade to the OLED.
Nintendo's like a drug. That's what it is. Because you kind of
well, wait a minute till you see the next video. I mean, the next one of the topics that we got about Nintendo right now.
Oh yeah, that topic. Yeah.
Right, let me see. Resume entries. Okay, is it popping up in the stream now? Let everybody let me know.
Streamlabs for one of the 4 Xbox Indie codes.
There we go, baby.
Started for reviews. Use exclamation point raffle to enter the raffle.
It's in the chat.
It's in the
chat.
You gotta
Main
use exclamation
point
too. Main Ether in the house. Hit exclamation point. Yep, Geek to Sneak got him a ticket. So if you want to win one of the 4 codes that we're getting, now 3 we're gonna give away in the chat. 1 we're gonna give away here. I want to show this real quick. Because I know we're running out of time and I want to get people's comments and stuff in here. So if I could show this. Here we go. This is PNTSnetwork.com, the revitalized site. It's banging. If you go to PNTSnetwork.com / #Yappa, it'll take you here. And what you're going to want to do is leave us a Yappa comment. Click on where it says join this conversation. And just leave click on new thread and leave us a message. You can leave us a voice message or a video message. And whoever wins, we're going to pick a winner from here too. They're going to get the 4th code. So if only one person leaves a message, except for Doc Dark, then you're going to be the winner. So I hope that y'all, go to PNT, and it's in the chat right now. I'm going to drop it in here, PNTSnetwork.com / Pound Yappa. Let me do it right now so y'all can see it. I'm going to drop it in the chat. Leave us viewer mail. And bada boom, bada bing, there it goes. Leave us viewer mail. You can win a game code as well. We're giving away, again, 4 game codes. We're going to pick 3 people out of the chat and 1 person from here. So don't miss out on your opportunity. All right. We got to switch things up around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my brother Storm been chomping at the bit. He's been very anxious. He's ready right now. Oh, not right now? Uh-oh. You ain't ready
now. Give me like 3 minutes.
Give you 3 minutes? Okay. All right. So let's talk Nintendo.
Yes. You want to pull up the video?
Well, no. Before we talk Nintendo, I want to talk about this. Show me your gamer tag thing, man.
Ooh,
Stalker alert.
Let's talk about this is good.
What is Doc?
I understand both sides of this argument.
You got to explain to us what the hell is going on, how you got involved in this, and give us your thoughts, and then we'll piggyback off of you, bro.
Okay, so the whole thing was people tried to discredit you as a gamer based off your gamer score and stuff like that, right? So they'll ask for, give me your gamer tag. Okay, so people will show their PSN account, their Xbox account, their Nintendo account. There's I don't know if Stadia has trophies or achievements think they do,
Steam.
right?
Nintendo doesn't
Yeah.
have trophies, so what's the
Steam,
point in showing the Nintendo?
Okay, so there you go. So then Xbox and PSN,
Steam,
right? So and Steam as well,
Steam.
right? So you show your stuff, right? And people were trying to discredit you as far as whether or not you were a gamer. Well, we got to the bottom of it. That was not the original intent of that. The only thing people were actually trying to do that started doing that was prove whether or not you you actually played a game that you were talking about.
Right.
And they brought up some really good examples. So apparently there was this dude that was talking about, I guess he was like some type of journalist, talking about how he couldn't get enough of playing his Xbox and that he was playing his Xbox every single day. And then they pulled up his gamer tag and they looked at it and it looked like he hadn't been logged onto his Xbox for over a week. So he was like literally like lying. You know what I mean? And it was crazy. Or you'll have people that'll say, you know, this game is trash, this and that. And then you pull up their gamer tag and you look for that game and they played it. Or they only played like 2 hours of it or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, okay, how much credibility do you have? Well, people started taking offense to being asked that question, and some people are in the movement where they're hiding gamer scores or hiding their gamer tag. Like, no, I'm not showing it because I don't need to prove to you that I'm a gamer or whatever, right? I'm taking it the other way around, and I went on Twitter and I posted all my gamer tags, which is DocDark1985. I just got lucky. It's literally the same for everything, right? So I put it all out there so you could literally see, you could follow me that I play. But now what I'm doing is I'm using that reverse beat God of War 2018. And even though I liked the game and I enjoyed it, to the people that are watching the chat right now, I'm going to troll them ponies and tell them it was trash. And I could do that now because when they actually watch, they actually go, what's your gamer tag? They're going to that I played it and I actually beat it. You know what I mean? So I'm just using it, you know, reverse psychology on them. Like, okay, you only want to take the advice or you only want to take the opinion of people that have actually played the game, which makes sense, right, to an extent. But the problem is you can't discredit somebody completely just based off of their gamer score, especially people like us that are, you know, well, I don't know how old Sony 36. Like I've been gaming since Nintendo, you know what I'm saying? So for
And you're
Doc,
cutting out.
you're going in and out, Doc. You might have to hop out and hop back in real quick.
Okay. But did you guys hear most of it though?
Yeah, we got
Not
most
really.
of it.
Some of it.
Okay. Well, I'll come back in.
So for those that are confused about any of this,
I'm back.
He's back. All right, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, finish your thought.
Damn, man, this is probably a Sony pony trying to take me out. That's probably what it was.
Andrew Wilkins,
Yeah.
he's interfered.
Yeah, so basically, it was to people were using it wrong. They were using it to prove whether or not you're a gamer, and that was not the intent. The intent was, can you prove that you played the game that you're talking about? That's pretty much what it is. And so I don't have a problem with it, but I understand the people that are like, well, no, I shouldn't have to show you anything. Like, you either take my word or you don't. Because there are some people that have to change their gamer name and stuff like that. So they might be like, yeah, I played it on the PS3, but now that I got PS5, I got locked out of my account or some stuff like that. You know what I mean? So they don't have it anymore. So I don't know. But it's pretty interesting, though.
I just think, like, for me, I just feel like I don't trust people on the internet in general with my information, even if it's a gamer tag of any sorts, because people are revengeful.
Yeah.
On whatever platform you're on, doesn't matter what it is, but I've seen people getting like falsely reported, hacked, all this other stuff. So people, it's like I treat my I hate to say this, but you got to be a friend of mine to actually see anything I have. You can't just be some random person on the street or something and ask me for my gamer tag or PlayStation account, because I'm like, I don't know you, I don't trust you, and who knows you're going to do.
And that's fair.
That's fair. On there. Yeah, and my information's on there, so it is kind of scary to, like, you know, my real name or something like that, even though I don't, like, let's say you do hack into my account, you take my information, or I, you know, all this other stuff. So you also gotta be careful of what you, like, who you can trust. The people on the internet are just too crazy for me to even, like, just go out and give it to them.
Hey, yo, Emmanuel One is killing me in the chat, bro. He's like, good answer, Tron. Stay woke. Yeah, I mean, Go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all finish before I give my thoughts on that one. But go ahead. Who wants to take that next?
I'll take it.
Hey, oh, go ahead,
Oh,
Storm.
Bunny. Oh, all right, Bunny. You want to go ahead and double back on what
Yeah,
Tronny was saying?
only thing I'm gonna say is that shit some grade A level stalker shit. Why the fuck should you care what the fuck I play? And then after you see what I'm playing, you're gonna then judge me on what the fuck I'm playing.
Yep.
Okay, because you know they're gonna
Or-
not only look for that one single solitary game, they're gonna look at all the games you're fucking playing.
Right. Right.
Okay, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh well, you play a lot of this and you play a lot of that." The thing that killed me was on my Switch. One time, somebody was looking at a game I was playing, and then they're gonna have the nerve to ask me how the hell I have so many hours in this game and not in this game. And I
Yeah.
and I and I came back at them like, "Why the fuck you got more hours in YouTube than anything?"
Oh wow. Wowzers. He got that he
Check.
got that old classic bunny rabbit punch. Golly.
I mean, but
That's
that's the
checkmate. That's
thing.
true. That's true.
I mean, like you seeing what games I'm playing and everything, and on the Switch, like I said, on the Switch, there's no trophy list. The only thing the Switch does is show you the top 20 games, the last 20 games you played, and how many hours you put into the game so far.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, if you're looking on the Switch, that's the only thing you're going to see. Like, if you look on my Switch, you're going to see 800 hours of Animal Crossing. You look on my mom's Switch, you're going to see 1,000 hours of Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's the thing. It breaks down into so many things. And I don't even want to say it's a level of bullying, but kind of it is because you got to think about it like this: they're gonna look for that one game, then they're gonna judge you on all the other games you play. Then they're gonna be like, "Oh well, you play this and you play this," and it might not be the types of games that they play. Then they get on you about that. It's just a bunch of bullshit.
You are absolutely right. It's just about who cares and who doesn't care. So like if you're somebody that cares about that, then yeah, don't give your gamer score up. Like I totally get it.
Yeah,
Um
Bunny, you know how I feel about Nintendo fans that never face reality. Hey, Andrew, I done already told you there's a ton of fucking Nintendo fans out here. I look at these motherfuckers and scratch their fucking head like, how the fuck are you supporting this shit? But we gonna get into my thoughts on Nintendo in another topic, okay?
Yeah.
any
Oh god.
any any
That
other any
topic.
other thoughts on this whole
Yeah.
thing? Go ahead, Storm.
Yeah, the
Um
homie man Ether that stopped by, and probably some of you in the chat, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say this, right? So it's not going against the whole how Bunny and Tronny feel for sure. But I'm more in line with Doc. You know, it's two sides to it. I don't really care. Cause see, I was one of the I talked a lot of shit, man. Like, look, man, if you ain't got more game achievement points than me, shut your ass up, man. Don't try and tell me nothing about Xbox. You can't tell me nothing about the trophies on PlayStation. You can't tell me nothing about the achievements on Stadia if your ass ain't out here playing. So that's how I
I
feel about it ultimately. So that's what it's really about for me because main Ether, myself, and other people that we know, that's all we did, especially on Friday nights, man. Like, let me
Yeah.
check your score,
I
mama. How
feel
much, how
like
much, how much gaming did you do? So that right there is all in fun though. So you got to be that. Like some people, it doesn't always have to be toxic. You know what I mean? It could be like true competitive fun to inspire
Right.
people to play these games as
no,
well.
like I said, is like I
So
said before, and like and the whole thing, like for me, like I said, I had one person ask me what's my Xbox ask me about my Xbox score. I said I don't even have an Xbox, so how can I show you that? And so it's kind of like they were like questioning me, and I was like, well, you can question all you want, I just don't have a console, so you can't see a score I never had to begin with.
No,
yeah,
But
but
I
then
feel
they
like
turn around and judge you talking about, well, you shouldn't talk about video games because you don't own all the consoles.
Mm-hmm.
yes, and that is another issue I have about certain people doing that. But like I said, I can understand why they feel uncertain about people. Yes, it's true. There's people talk about consoles and games and never own neither of them. But
Right.
also, it's like you gotta like, I can see like there's two sides of it, but at the same time, I feel like okay, the person show you their gamer score. All right, you have it. Did you beat that game? If you didn't, it's understandable because sometimes like certain games will not even pop out a trophy. I had games where I beat the game and some reason I may have like two trophies out of the whole thing. I was like, I swear to God, I told me to go do this, and you realize you had to do all those side missions to get those extra trophies. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
forget this.
right,
It's okay, it gets that point.
right,
So I'm not going to sit there and really knock people for that. But don't come in here talking mad shit about these games. And also, you're talking about trophies, and you really don't even have that trophy of that game. So there's also like that is an issue with the gaming community right now. Everyone's
right.
being dominated over who plays more games and who plays less.
I,
It's getting to a point where
right.
I start to not really give a crap myself. But like I said, I only if I give you my gamer if I give you my PlayStation account name, I only do it for people I trust, not just some random person on the internet.
Yeah, we did it for motivational reasons, but Emmanuel A1 got another good point about that the game sharing, like people share they buy and share accounts and stuff like that, and just game sharing. That's a new thing this generation or last generation as well. Like, so I mean, it is a lot of dynamics, man. But I
Yeah.
use that shit for fun though. Like, hey,
Yeah.
step your shit up, doc. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Here's
that's
another
right.
thing. Here's another thing also, right? So let's say you do have a high gamer score and you have a lot of achievements and this, that, and the other, right? Then on the flip side of it, people gonna make fun of you, talking about you got no life. With
Yep.
all,
Yeah,
I
but you
mean,
can't. The more of the stories you can't get, you don't get. You know, just don't. Hey, fuck what
I
people
mean
So,
say.
that's what I'm
That's
yeah.
what I'm
saying.
trying to say. Fuck
It's
what
a,
people
it's
say. This
a
is my money. It's my
Well,
console. You know what I mean?
but
Shut
again,
your ass up.
the whole point is that it wasn't to for your gamer score
exactly.
achievement. It wasn't
Right.
for it. It was just to prove like if you actually knew about the game that you were talking about, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So and again, I'm taking it to a different level. Like MM2K, you're gonna like this. You no longer can talk to me. This is anybody can't talk to me about Stadia being trash if you've never tried it. And Stadia's literally free, so you should be able to show me that you got a Stadia account. Like, how could you not, right?
Yeah.
Just show me what your Stadia gamer tag is. That at least I know that you have tried it. And even if you want to lie to me and just open up an account and never play it, but at least that. But
Yeah.
if you've
Right.
never even
That's true.
tried it,
Got to vet.
how are
Gotta
you gonna
vet that
exactly?
shit.
How are you gonna tell me that Stadia is trash and you're gonna talk about how I tried it and all this other stuff? And it's like, no, you haven't tried it. And, that's all it is.
Right.
Yep. Here's my thoughts on it, and I get both sides too. Like, speaking of Stadia, I've gone from debating so many people about Stadia, even within the cloud community, because I found myself, instead of making content or doing something constructive, I found myself arguing with people that they may have had Stadia, but they didn't know their facts. So I'm spending 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, 2 hours debating somebody who don't know what the hell they're talking
Yeah.
about. You know what I'm saying? And so then it was like, I wasted a whole bunch of time. So I think that was the main motivation from people like Porter Rock, at least. It's like, I'm wasting a lot of time here. And Porter Rock's like me. He's living a married life, like a lot of us. It's like, if I'm going to be sitting there wasting my time with you, at least you should know what you're talking about instead of making up shit as you go. You know what I mean? So I get that part of it. But I also get the part, and this is what we talked about before we went live, where I'm not sharing my game tag with random people because people can use that to be weirdos. There's a guy that I used to play 2K with, 2K2, or I don't know, one of the 2K games that I used to play with when the Xbox 360 came out. And so then when my bro got the 360, I stopped playing with him that much. This mug used my gamer tag to report me, do all types of stuff. So ever since the Xbox 360 days, I never shared my gamer tag info. Even during the 360 days where I could have bragged about my gamer tag because I was reviewing games and I was playing everything. So I could have really bragged about it then, but I still didn't share my gamer tag. So I get where people don't want to share, but I kind of get the movement if it's exercised, I want to say properly. If you're saying, look, if you want to talk to me, like Doc said, if you want to talk to me whether this game is trash or not, you not playing the game or you just watching it on Twitch doesn't give you, you know what I'm saying, doesn't give you standing to talk about this game or this platform. So I don't even want to talk to you about it. I get that. But for those that are going on fishing expeditions to say, well, I don't think you're a real gamer because you ain't get 85 out of 90 trophies on Crackdown 3. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, no, we're not going to play that game. So it's a fine line to walk. I just hope that those, I'm glad you explained this, because I will say that I even listened to Porter Rock and so forth explain it, and it didn't get clear to me until you explained it. It makes sense to me. I just hope my brothers better explain why they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes sense. So
yeah, it does. Because I do remember people were just proving like, yeah, I played this game here. It shows you everything, and I do remember that in the when even when PlayStation did their own little trophy. Yeah, that was when PlayStation started their trophies on PlayStation 3. And I saw that, and I remember like people were literally just. I just remember when people were just having fun, It was never like really bad. Nobody wasn't really like arguing about it. I remember the days when people had both. You see, like you remember, guys, remember those little we had your forums, like you go to like some thread forum and you see like someone at the bottom had their gamer score and PlayStation tag right there, and they had like the picture. Yeah, stuff like that. That was the thing I did on the when I had the PS3. But over time, I started to notice the toxicity started to build up around the PS4, and so that's why I've been very cautious on who I invite.
Nothing wrong with it.
It started to build up. So,
all right,
yeah.
We got about enough time for one more topic. So I'm going to let my brother Storm figure out what we want to do. Storm, do we want to...
Hey, let's get it, bro.
You want to do the debate? Okay, you want to do the debate now?
Yeah, let's do the debate, man.
Okay, let's do the debate. All right. But
I've been waiting for this for a week.
Before we do this debate, let's pick a winner. Let's pick our first winner for... let's pick two. We'll pick two of them. Pick two winners of codes. And I'm only showing 5 people participating. Oh, well. So 3 out of the 5 is going to get codes. It's up to you. If you want to participate, put exclamation point raffle. All right. I'm going to hurry up now. Because I see now, because I got to close the entries. Maybe I'll open them back up. Give me 1 second. Okay. We're going to close it for now. And we're going to pick 2 winners. So the first winner is Windstar. The homie Windstar, Henry V's winner number 1.
Shout out.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Windstar, what I need you to do, bro, is hit me up on Twitter at MM2K. For those of you that don't know, I'm at MM2K. Hit me up on Twitter, and you got to pick, because we got so many damn codes. We got a shitload of codes, so you got to pick a number. So we'll do it on Twitter, bro. And I'll get you. I promise I'll get you your code by tomorrow. There's just too damn many of them. The rent's too damn high. All right, and we're gonna pick our winner number 2. Winner number 2 right now is Emmanuel A1. Oh A1. Man, woo! Emmanuel, hit me up on Twitter, bro.
Once you get that code, hit me up on Xbox. Throw that this way.
And I'll see you the code.
Both of our winners.
Okay, so we got 2. We're going to pick one more winner before the show is out, and then we're going to check our yappas. Right now, as I look at our yappas, I don't see nobody leaving a yappa message. So we might have to say that we might just pick the 4th winner here. You know, all depends. All right, so let's do this. Now it's time to do this like Brutus. Call an ambulance, because I'm about to do it to my bro. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to work my bro.
He over here laughing. Over here laughing and shit. You know what I mean? Listen to him.
Let's do this. Hey, the great cloud debate. Will GFN steal Stadia's thunder? Let me just put it a 30-second precursor to this. GFN, GeForce Now cloud service by NVIDIA has put out a super resolution tier. They call it the 3080 tier. Okay.
Super pod.
So it's powered by what they call the super pod. And for $200 a year, you can get access to game streaming that allows you to do 1440p, up to 1440p on the PC, up to 4K on an NVIDIA Shield, which is a $200 device if you want to do it on the TV. And you can set your settings up to ultra, because GFN is a catalyst to doing PC games on the cloud. So you connect your Steam and your Epic Game account to it, and you can play your cloud library. And the B's G's about this is people are looking at the stream quality. They're looking at the fidelity and all this other stuff, and then they're even looking at the performance, the latency and stuff, and they're saying this now topples what Stadia can do. All right, I've seen some stuff. I'm pre-ordered it. Storm pre-ordered it, but from what I've seen, it looks like that it may topple what Stadia can do at its highest tier, at its highest retail tier. Let me be very specific about that. I'll explain a little bit in my part. So the concern with the community has been, now that GFN's out here, they gonna steal Stadia's thunder. They done pulled the rug from under Stadia. Stadia's gonna lose a big swath of its community because of this. We've already seen some content creators that defected over, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying, said, I'm not doing Stadia content anymore. And they went over and done GFN, you know what I'm saying? So my brother Storm thinks this is going to create a dent. He didn't say it was going to be the end of Stadia, but he thinks it's going to create a dent. I am of the mind that it not only is not going to create a dent for Stadia, I'm about to make my GFNers mad, but it ain't going to create a dent nowhere.
Nothing.
Nowhere. And I'm going to explain why. So I'm going to let Storm go first because he's been chomping at the bit. Storm.
Let me get my popcorn.
Why do you feel?
Why are you chiming in, Doc?
No, Jesus.
I mean, come on. Come on, bro.
Hey, Doc, what flavor popcorn you got over there, buddy boy?
I got
share.
Yeah, we got caramel over here. Okay,
I
go
gotta
ahead.
work.
Hey, I got a GFN account. I'll give you my gamer tag.
Marcus, you don't be,
As the greatest sweater knitter there is, there you go, Doc.
All right, let me get the floor though. Let me get the mic.
Good,
all right. So, MM2K, you done with the intro, right?
I'm done with the intro, bro. It's all yours.
Here it is, y'all. Y'all know there's 2 stadiums on this. Well, 3 really, 3 stadiums, but 2 of us really get it in. You know, we're in the community. It's Stadia 100, all that stuff, right? But I tell you what, man, I've always said this, and MM2K can attest. I say I'm gonna give Stadia 2 years, man. 2 years, and I need to hear something about this performance upgrade, or else I'm just gonna have to make a couple decisions or whatever. I'm gonna have to change the dynamics of what I do as far as content creation and the games I purchase on the platform, man. Mm-hmm. So this is where I'm at right now after hearing. Now, this is the impact of the GeForce Now news, y'all, for me, right? And it's not just a me thing, because a brother once said perception is 9/10 of the law, and that's MM2K if you don't know who I'm talking about, right? Perception is 9/10 of the law. Now, you got a lot of enthusiasts out here. That's why they buy Xbox Series X's. That's why they buy PS5s. That's why they buy the 3080s in the first place. That's why they get the 6800 XTs and 6900 XTs, right? That's why they're looking for these 12900K CPUs that's about to drop right now or just dropped, right? So these enthusiasts are out here in the millions. So I just want to break it down to my brother like this. You already got millions of PC gamers out here with PCs in hand. Some of them don't perform like the RTX 3080. Some people were waiting on upgrades or whatever. They can't find the parts they need. NVIDIA comes out right before holiday season, goddammit. I want y'all to stay with me now as I go. They come out right before holiday season and said, Stadia, take this right here, because we heard all that noise like y'all was out here like you got the crown. Project Storm saying y'all the best in class, best world class performance and all this stuff. Yep, we heard all that. MM2K hyping it up. Stadia is the best platform pound per pound and all this stuff. Performance. This is what Stadia has under his belt, the performance, and we all said that in the Stadia community, right? But NVIDIA came out here and said, yeah, watch this right here. See, they forgot we are NVIDIA. We got these 3080s out here. 3 times more powerful than the Series X. I know, Doc. I know.
Wait, what? Wait, why you had to say that? Hold on now.
I had to throw that in there because that's what
I'm not even my popcorn. Come on.
Really, listen, bro. They took a shot at Xcloud, so it's good that you on the podcast so you can give your thoughts, man, when it's time. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and keep on doing what I do. Look, you can't sit here and overlook the fact, and I don't care if you're a Stadian or not. I love my Stadian. Shout out to everybody that made it tonight and all that, right? But you can't overlook the fact that this is real. This is a real move right here that threatens Stadia's one true asset. The only thing they have is really like the performance right now. They got nice games coming to the platform. And listen to me, because I don't bash Stadia. I just spit the facts. In my opinion, this is what's going on. I'm spitting facts because their articles are already coming out from different publications and stuff, right? This is the new gold standard, for example. You know what I mean? NVIDIA just delivered a death blow to Stadia. Things like that is already being put out there. And that's the last thing that Stadia really needs. So, MM2K, before I pass it to you, all I'm saying is, am I right or am I wrong? Are you worried or are you not worried? Because right now my spending is on pause until I hear something that says, go ahead, Storm, because I already put a couple $1,000s into the platform. Easily put a couple thousand into it. And I'm not even talking about the TV I bought just to game on and enjoy Stadia and all that. But that's for everything. But I play Stadia on that too. New PC to help with my Stadia experience and all that, right? But I don't have to worry about that because, see, right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop over there where the best performance is. Because what I'm not going to be doing is playing games at 30 FPS. I tell people all the time, we had these conversations about not only Stadia, but the Xbox, the PlayStation.
Hold on now.
All that from Ratchet and Clank. I'm going to throw everything in there. Ratchet and Clank, Forza Vista, ray tracing, or whatever. All these things right here, right? They could be helped out by performance, better performance, man. Better performance is what the enthusiast level gamers are looking for. That's why people upgrade in the first place, right? That's why people upgrade in the first place. So if you're sitting back and you're thinking that this is not a big deal, you might not have been in gaming the last 15, 20 years. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to pass it to MM2K and then I'm going to come back.
That boy cleared his throat. Go ahead.
All I got to say is, call the ambulance! It's about to get tragic out here. Storm is my brother. I love him. And I got to say this. Storm's enthusiasm, if you were to draw his enthusiasm about gaming and the power of gaming, just one little drop of Storm's enthusiasm, you could power nuclear plants from here to Timbuktu. That's how enthusiastic my brother is. And he is right. MM2K did say that perception is 9/10 of the law.
But he wrong about this one.
But you know what's 10/10 of the law? Stats. Let me show you something.
Get him.
Here we go.
Look, man.
Here we go.
All right. So here's what's wrong with my brother's enthusiasm. We're going to talk about this in two parts. First and foremost, is this a threat to Stadia? I'm going to say no, or it's not even a threat to other cloud gaming platforms. That doesn't mean, I'm not saying it's not good for GFN. It's great for GFN because what GFN is going to do. But I'm going to show you how both situations can exist in the same space and same time. First and foremost, when it comes to Stadia, the Stadia community has flocked to various content creators. They're known for listening to these content creators, not just me. There's content creators bigger than me, bigger than Storm and I on Stadia Dosage or whatever. And they were simply asked this. They were simply asked, are you signing up for the 3080 membership on GFN? And with 729 votes, 83% of it said no. 17% said yes. Now, you may be looking at that, you may be saying, MM2K, well, that's just one channel. It's not even scientific because it's not 1,000 people. But you know, MM2K, you know I do data analytics. You know I was out there in these gaming streets on the corner of the boulevard. You know what your boy did? Your boy went to Reddit. And I asked everybody in the major Reddit communities, including Stadia, what is the most important thing to you? Because my brother Storm says that people want to make upgrades. They're doing things towards performance and all this other stuff. And this is why they're cloud gaming. This is what my brother said, right?
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Let's go to the Stadia people. Let's ask them. I said, for those who game on the cloud, what most influenced your decision?
What they say?
The options were cost, availability, convenience, and performance. What my brother's arguing. Guess what shine number one more than anything, I want to say like sevenfold almost or sixfold, convenience was number one for the Stadia community, not performance. Now, performance came in at a second at 75, but cost was at 70, availability was at 47. So we know the Stadia community don't give a damn about performance all like that. But then you might say MM2K, well, that's not the entire cloud community. And I'm here to tell you that's a goddamn lie. Because you know me, I do the data analytics, I'm out in these streets, and out of all the polls, I went and I garnered all the results. Out of 1,031 people that responded, wrong spreadsheet. Out of 1,637 people that responded, excuse me, it's even worse.
Ooh.
22% said cause. we'll start from the bottom to the top. 11% said availability. 22% said cause. 23% said performance. And 44% said what again? Convenience. All right? Let's go to Xcloud, to the Xcloud people.
Wait, hold on now.
Yes, sir.
Wait. Okay.
Are you with me? Oh, okay.
No, he's just saying because you mentioned Xcloud, man.
Oh yeah, for the Xcloud people, we went there to their hub. 51% of them said convenience. 19% did say performance, but then cost and availability came at 15%, with convenience at a large scale. You go to even GFN, where you would expect performance it would be flipped this way in performance favor. It ain't.
Ask GFN people?
The GFN people at 30%, number one, is performance, but right behind it at 28% is convenience, and right behind that, 28% is cost. You get the drift. Again, the majority of the people want convenience over performance. Now, if you look at all that, the conclusion is it's not a significant threat to Stadia, because when you look at Stadia, the majority of these gamers are not going to pay $200 a year, and the 47% of them, which we've polled before, we're cloud gamers game. Remember that poll? On Stadia, 56% of them play on TV. There you go. You're looking at it right now. So 56% of them would not only have to go pay $200 a year to access this, but they have to pay another $200 to play it on their TV. That's a threat to the Stadia community.
Oh no! Let me tell you what's a threat to the Stadia. Let me tell you.
No. Okay, go ahead. I'll let you say.
Oh, no, you done?
Go ahead, because there's a part two to this, but I'll let you go in, brother. Go ahead.
Mr. DA, data analytics. You know what I'm saying? Mr. DA, check this out. First of all, this is how the outside looks at everything, right? Remember, we're talking about the outside perception and all that stuff, right? The outsiders are going to look at, well, that 1,000 something you got right there, MM2K, that's all y'all got over there for one. So we're not even really worried about the numbers you just compiled in the data, because everybody over there is Stadia lovers and Stadia fans any damn way. So that data right there is skewed to the outside world. So
this is 1,600%.
What you saying? I get what you're saying.
Everybody.
I'll let you rap. Let me rap. I'll let you rap. You know the narrative in the Stadia community, and I know the Stadians in the house, and I love me some Stadians and all that, right? But it has nothing to do with the conversation right now. The conversation was, hey, Stadia, even Dark made videos, and he just happened to be here by chance talking about Stadia's performance, but Stadia not doing what they needed to do, which is communication and things, and advertising and advocating for its platform and its features and all that stuff.
That is true.
We're talking about all now. Here's the question of the night, and then I'm gonna drop the damn microphone.
Ooh.
What if it was Stadia that came out with 1440p 120 streaming? What is a celebration in the damn streets right now?
Not at 200.
Celebration in the damn streets right now. Oh my gosh, they did it. I don't give a damn what you're saying because I live in the community. I live in the community too, just like you and the next man or woman that's in the building or that will be checking this out in the future, right? I know what the narrative is. I know what the thoughts are. I know what you said on our very own podcast, MM2K.
Damn.
30 frames per second.
Man, this is good.
Can't do it. Now, all of a sudden, we're going to sit there and act like you don't remember. You got amnesia. All right, check this out. I'm going to help you remember. Hey, yo. MM2K, he don't really play 30 FPS games. I wonder why, though. So fuck the data. We ain't talking about no damn data. We talking about real gamer shit. Real gamer shit. This is my bro right here. You know what I'm saying? He needs something. I'm going to PA. If he needs something, I'm on my way. But I tell you this right here. See, you got the wrong motherfucker. I'm gonna just keep it with you.
Was that your mic drop?
Hey, here's the deal. I don't care about the data. I don't give a shit about the data. See. Data is not coming straight from Stadia.
It's not.
Stadia. That's what the problem is. It's about what keeps the platform stagnant right now. Keeps the platform questioning and stuff, right?
He asked 50 people. That's what he did.
Real facts, y'all. I'm a consumer. I'm not a fanboy. So if you got your fan flag on, don't get mad. I'm a consumer first. They getting my money. They getting MM2K's money. They getting Doc's money or whatever, right? The next man, the next woman. Here's the deal. At the end of the day, MM2K, you know I'm right. That's all I'm going to say. You know I'm right because if this was Stadia that made that move, you would have made 10 videos already. I'm done.
You done? So this brother that sat up here with me, that's done podcasts with your brother for over a year, that's pulled reports and showed numbers, said the numbers don't matter. That's a goddamn lie. That ain't gonna work here because the thesis of this debate, my brother, is this gonna make a dent with the Stadia community? Men lie, like my brother just lied. Women lie, but numbers don't lie. Your ass just got thrashed because you said that the Stadia community would go and join the GFN community because of this move. And the numbers show you otherwise. What is their incentive? What is their motive? Numbers may not matter to you, but they matter to GFN. That's why this is only in limited supply. It matters to Stadia. That's why they ain't even budging. It matters to Xcloud. That's why they ain't got their 4K out yet. It matters to Amazon. That's why their 1080p ain't out yet. So success ain't what Project Storm or Main Ether in the chat trying to build you up. Is thinking that it ain't what y'all think because y'all don't own a multi-billion-dollar company. What you see on the screen is what matters, which is the numbers. And none of the numbers jive with anything you just said. Now I'm going on to part 2. We're going to bring this on home. My brother said, there are millions of people that's going to play and wanted to do the GFN. Let me show you something. GFN allows you to upgrade your ability to play their PC cloud games at 1440p. Let's look at the primary display that's out there for Steam games that is collected by Steam. We're going to say Steam don't matter. We're going to say Steam don't matter. Let me show you. The primary display.
He fighting dirty.
The primary display for Steam is 1080p. When you look at 1440p, it's only 8% of the people out there that game in 1440p. All right. So with that being said, even if you look outside of the cloud community, when you look at the hardcore gaming community, the vast majority of them are fine with their 1080p performance because they want more than 120 frames per second. They want 200, 300 frames per second. They ain't worried about these, they're not worried about these, the 1440p and the 4K like some of us are. I know what I like, but I know that it's bigger than me. And because I know it's bigger than me, the numbers don't lie. Because I don't own a multi-billion-dollar company. I don't have server racks. So it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what the community thinks. And the community, which you're arguing, saying that they're going to go to GFN, they're not, because there's nothing that shows that they're heading over. Now, what I also want to show you, my good friend, is the fact that when you look at console gamers, okay, you talking about, oh, well, this is going to affect console gamers. Console gamers is going to come over here. They're going to want to play on GFN. Have you looked at what's going on with console games? Console games are at a record high with a supply restraint. Part of that can be attributed to the simple fact that they cannot get access to these cards. So if I got choices, I'm not going to go, again, pay $200 a year for 1440p when as an average gamer, I know 4K. I'm not going to pay another $200 for a device. I'm not going to upgrade my internet by another $30, $40 a month because Project Storm said so, because Project Storm don't want to pay attention to the stats. Look at this. Record numbers. And if it doesn't matter to you, and again, it matters to the people that follow the numbers. Boom!
Damn.
This is a survey.
He did homework.
This is look, here's the crazy thing. This is all the content that I've gone over with my brother. But what my brother did is he let his enthusiasm cloud his judgment.
Oh, I did.
This is a survey.
You'll see. Go ahead.
This is a survey from DE6 survey. They are world renowned. They're not Project Storm and MM2K and Billy Bob in the back of the rib shack and them's. They're world renowned analysts.
He making up people now. Hold on.
They reviewed
taking the pulpit.
They reviewed why people don't play cloud games, and these are the statistics that they came up with. 28% of the people that don't play cloud games just don't find it attractive. They don't want to be bothered with it. 23%.
Perception.
No, that's not perception. That's reality. That's the reality. They don't want to play it. 23% don't trust the technology. Mm-hmm. And 25% say that their internet connection is too slow. Now, you said perception is 9/10 of the law. So this is why they won't even touch it. This is why MM2K always argue that cloud gaming is a 1% business because it's going to take time for them to get there. So again, when you come over all of the data, why people aren't attracted to cloud gaming, why they're instead going to consoles, what access to 1440p these people actually have, and what the cloud community is actually going to flock to. Are they going to flock to convenience or performance? Nothing in reality matches what my good brother says.
Say this, I rest my case.
I love him. Hold on, I'm gonna rest my case. I love him, but someone life flight him.
All right, check this out. You ain't playing nobody, man. I don't frankly, I don't give a fuck who you are. So fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck about your pretty chick. Watch our cars. Now check this out. Here's the deal. All right, here it is, y'all. I'm gonna say this real quick. GeForce now come out. They upgrade to the 3080 tier. Big PC game spaces and all that stuff starts talking about it. Everybody starts talking about it. Instant buzz. No negativity other than the price point. Stadia, on the other hand, can't get out of the hole that they were in. That was made by the haters and the naysayers and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So I'm talking about perception already. Yeah, I got to go back to that, MM, because then, so right now, again, if Stadia had made this move, it would have been, everybody would have been dancing, including me. I would have been dancing too, right? So here's my thing. I'm not saying that millions of gamers are going to come over from console or whatever and all that stuff. I'm just saying there's millions of enthusiasts out there on this planet. That's all I'm saying. So they would be more inclined to try GeForce Now in the cloud over Stadia because of this performance. Now, anybody that knows PC gaming, if you heard about it, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm not going to keep y'all going on and on and on because I want to see if Doc and anybody else got something to say. Me and M2K, we do this every day. We're going to keep it up for the foreseeable future because when I get my hands on that 3080 tier. See, this is why I can't cap for GeForce Now. I want to say this. I can't cap for GeForce Now. I can't cap for Stadia either, right? GeForce Now have not delivered on their promise of for me being I'm a founder. I pre-ordered. GeForce Now didn't deliver nothing, but Main Ether got access, and he wasn't even the founder before me, right? So I'm still waiting for them to hit my area, and Main Ether's on it, for example. So I'm not capping for GeForce Now. I'm gonna bring it to you real. What I'm saying is, if people are like, what's the best performing cloud service out here right now? Pound for pound, that's GeForce Now, man. Whether you tried it or not, that's the narrative. That's what we're sticking with.
I'm not going to deny that. But again, the thesis of this is going to hurt, this ain't going to hurt Stadia. This is not going to hurt Amazon. This is, again, I'm not capping for Stadia. Let's say Stadia died today. This doesn't hurt Stadia. This doesn't hurt Amazon. This doesn't hurt Luna. This don't even hurt Shadow. Again, this is a premium service that was created. Again, and I'm going to tell you why they created this. Not for what my brother believes, not for what my brother and Maine believe. I know they love this, and I'm getting it too. So I'm gonna enjoy it while I have it. But I'm we're gonna see how well it works. But here's the problem with what they feel emotionally opposed to why GFN likely did this. GFN only has a limited supply available. Now we know that Blockbuster Gaming Bolt article that told you whenever you have a subscription service, in order for it to be successful, you have to have more people on that are subscribed to you that are actually going to use this in order for it to be successful. That's not the case here. The case here is that there's only a limited supply. So why would you put out this ultra expensive tier for a limited supply with only a limited supply? You got an ulterior reason for this, which is smart. And this is why GFN is doing this. They're doing it because
they did it because it beat Stadia to the punch.
No,
because Stadia's going to upgrade too. We know it. We know it's coming.
They did it because look, they've upgraded their pro service to the 3060 tier. And if you're not a founder, which is me, Storm, Maine, whoever, and you can't show this off, while we're on YouTube playing this and showing it off, you're like, damn, I want access to that. So what you do is you sign up for the pro tier because you can't get a pre-order unless you sign up for the pro tier. You're sitting there waiting on the pro tier. You may play it, you may not play it, but you're just waiting to get access to the 3080 tier. And that helps GFN subscriptions go into that plateau where they got more people that are on the service that are actually utilizing it. Read that Gaming Bolt article. This is why they're doing this. This within itself in a limited capacity is not going to do it for GFN. GFN is trying to attract more subscribers to its service. Multiple analysts have said that the majority of people on GFN are people that are there for the hour tier. They don't get paid from that. That's not helping GFN. So GFN is using this super pod tier to attract more people to its pro tier in hopes that they'll get an abundance of people waiting, get more subscribers, and people will just be waiting in mass to get to this. This is why they did it. It's not to knock the wind out of anybody else, but to increase the subscriber base.
I hear you. I'm going to take a line from L Boogie, then we do what we got to do, man. L Boogie, I got to elaborate on this real quick, man. He said if you're not a PC gamer, GeForce Now is useless. But think about how many PC gamers there are. That's what I'm saying, who can't get those 3080s and stuff. They might say, let me try this shit. If it's not for me, I'll cancel it. But if it is for me, man, I might be able to put that $200 down. You know what I mean? Because when you do the math, y'all get my point, man. Let's just move on. I think I already, call the hearse, man. Call the hearse. It's over.
Damn.
Hey, bro, you done already, Doc, you know who Glorious Cav and PMS Jordan and all them cats is?
No, who that?
That's the PC Master Race cats. You don't hear nobody. Okay. Shout out to my bro King's Blood. You don't hear nobody of the PC Master Race that is looking at this and they're saying, okay, this is a good option because there's a shortage in cards. They said, oh, damn, this is something cool when they thought it was $5. But when they saw that price point, they said no. And besides the articles, which likely were inspired by GFN themselves, like that was 6 days ago. You don't hear nobody else talking about this. You see no more articles.
Hey, some people look at Stadia, $9.99. All I get is 4K. Shit, I ain't got no 4K TV. What I need to pay that for? I mean, come on, bro. We can go on for days, man.
But that's not people that are part of their core demographic. What I'm telling you is that this is not pulling from anybody's core demographic. The people that you're saying they're pulling from. The Daddy Device people don't want this. The Stadia people don't want this. The people that want this are the niche of the niche. To the GFN people.
How you're gonna help me. This is how you're gonna help me put you down right here.
Ooh, here
MM2K. Would you like to see Stadia upgrade?
Of course, I would like to see them upgrade, but I'm not the 1,600 people that were polled.
No, do you realize though there are a number of people who would love that better
We're in a minority,
man.
Storm. I'm with you.
It.
Me and you are in the same group, but we're in a minority. See, I'm self-aware. You're not self-aware. I'm self-aware. We're in a minority.
We're gonna continue this.
We're in a minority of a 1% group, and the minority of that 1% group are going to pay $200, $400. No, they're going to pay $200 to play on their TV. They're going to pay $200 a year, and they're going to up their internet. Me and you will do that. My wife will give me a left hook and a crossover.
I mean, see, you're setting it up where I'm thinking, where people might be thinking, I'm thinking that the masses are thinking like this. No, I said enthusiasts for a reason, bro. That's a small percentile. You get what I'm saying? But that percentile matters, and their voices are loud too. You know what I'm saying? They spend a lot of money and all those things. So. You know,
but that's all I'm saying. I'm not
saying the Stadia community is going to leave Stadia either. What I said was you're going to see some people shift over and say, "Hey, GeForce Now is not too bad. It's not that bad." Oh man, then they'll start gradually talking 3080 and all that. Hey, this is pretty good.
Look at the numbers, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
13% out of 100 potentially is not a huge dent. And you know what hurts GFN? It's that price. But they got to do it that way.
GFN knew what they were doing with that price, Moss. Man, you know this, man. They knew what they were doing. That's the setup, man. They can lower that price at any time.
Until they lower it, it ain't no threat.
50% off now for all users who jump in between now and this month. Like you know how these companies do it, man.
That's true.
You know how these companies do it. It's the setup, bro.
And tell them how much cheaper games are on Steam.
Exactly. So they have the infrastructure set up right now, which we know they can't compete with Google on the infrastructure and all that, right?
Nobody can compete with
it. We'll continue the conversation, yo.
Now, what did the panel have to say?
I will inject by this conversation because this is going to be an oversaturated type of thing. Because I'm seeing that now. It's just too much. Like, we're having all these streaming services of every kind. We're having all this now. When they're going to be a huge collapse if this keeps happening? Because all these
some of the small fish are just going to die out. You know how I go.
I'm not saying like it's going to be good or bad on either side. I'm just looking at this whole thing, and Bunny brought it up about where everything, like in the 80s, everything collapsed, and I feel like that might happen in this new generation, and that's the only thing I fear of gaming is that it's going to die slowly, and it's going to really hurt a lot of people, including the developers and everything. These companies don't care; they're going to get their money. But what about the people it might just start putting more dents on them.
Now, I think it'd be like a console race where you had people that like Panasonic and stuff that people forget about that was in the console space, and then they fell off. They were like, nope, this ain't for us. Big dogs, Google, Amazon, and Microsoft and them is taking over. We can't compete with that shit. We out. That's what I see.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
It's just going to be a lot of, I just see that now. It's way too much. Can we just make it simple? Just get a PC game, call it a day. Get a console game, call it a day. Get a handheld, call it a day.
All I gotta say is call it ambulance.
Nah, what I'm saying is body him, get his best tuxedo.
Get his best tuxedo.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, you
know how we do.
There's more funeral arrangements.
Damn, it's 10:22. I didn't even.
Yeah, it is. Went overtime.
Damn, I didn't even notice that. Holy cow!
Hey.
I was looking at this for the longest. I was waiting for y'all. Like, dang.
Hey,
Snobunni,
let's cut it. Pass out. Did she pass out?
Yeah,
No,
Bunny's out of here.
No, I'm over here. Now the next time I might be snoozing.
Yeah, I hear that. Hey, I know. It ain't, that's why I was trying to keep it as short as possible. But Mr. DA had the data ready.
Hey, Lord.
Yeah, he sure did.
He sure did.
That's what we do.
He was like, I'm not
Men,
losing this one.
men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. That's it.
Hey, Doc, who had the best points of the night, man?
No. So here's the thing, though.
Actually, you can't lie in numbers. You could just tweak it a little bit here and there.
The problem is who he got those numbers from. That's my question.
Yeah.
I feel, you know what I'm saying? So
I got it from the people.
I think I go with Storm on this one if GFN actually pulls it off, because that's the thing, right? They're promising a lot, but if you get a cloud service that's actually plays games better than consoles, because that's the argument right now. A lot of people, a lot of console gamers are like, nah, why would I jump on a cloud? It doesn't play better. It's not consistent.
Now, how many millions buy these consoles?
But here's also a issue. But here's the thing: people bought that freaking Steam Deck, and now you guys were jumping on this other system.
Yeah, and here's what's also wrong with
that. I was saying something good.
I'm starting that's a little suspicious now. We got people jump on the Steam Deck. Is that GeForce is going to work on the Steam Deck?
Work on the Steam Deck with 3080. It can be 3080 power with a 3080 powered experience on the Steam Deck, and it can play on your TV.
You gonna pay $200 for that? Even that? Okay, all right.
And I agree with Tronny there. That's right.
That's what I'm saying.
Price is not right. That price is not right.
The price is what kills it. Like,
that price is not right.
You look, if the performance argument stayed true regardless of the price, the Xbox One X would have slaughtered the PlayStation 4 Pro. Xbox One X was the worst selling console last year. We've already been here.
For the masses. Remember what I said? It's not for the masses. It never was.
But it wasn't even the biggest console for that market. Like the PS4 Pro versus the Xbox One X.
Hey, y'all gotta understand. Just like Xbox has the Series S, and they had the One S before it, and all that stuff, man. These companies know what they're doing. Y'all know it. They're smart. They're very smart, man. They got different tiers. GeForce now got a free tier even. There's no complaints. But you pay for what you want to pay for, bro.
But how do you have that argument for GFN?
Hey, Moss, the problem I got is people are gonna hype this thing up, man. The price is too high. Like, that's all. Like everybody that plays on GeForce now has to pay $200. Come on, man. Y'all got to get up out of here.
You got to pay $200. What do you
mean? I'm talking about they got different tiers for all these gamers to get what they want. This tier is for gamers like me, gamers like whoever that's willing to pay it.
But you got to pay it up.
I'm part of the founders, and I think it was like $60 for 6 months, so it wasn't even that bad.
Yeah. No,
and I have a NVIDIA Shield TV, so that's why I'm excited about it, because I'm excited to try it on my TV. So I'm going to try it and give it a shot. If it runs well, then I mean it's going to be nice if it runs well. But we'll see.
You got more games than on Stadia. You got 1,000+ games. You got more coming every Thursday. Y'all got to look at it. I'm not a GeForce. I'm not leaving Stadia. I done told people I'm playing Stadia, but I tell you what, I'm not going to do is spend that money. I'm going to use Ubisoft Plus, and I'm reducing some of these. I'm not spending $100 on Madden. That's for sure. For example, no more. So GeForce Now, they got my attention right now. You know what I'm saying? They got my attention. I'm gonna see what's up with that.
And it's all about being self-aware where we fit into the market. We fit into a market where that's good for us, but we don't represent the market to where it's going to do damage to. Like I said, take Stadia out the picture. Every single hub that I went to, except for GeForce Now, they said convenience dominated. And go to the threads as I'm doing Reddit.
But it's gonna dominate Mars, my brother. Can't you understand? That's the appeal. That's the allure of Stadia overall right now. It's a convenience, right? The tech used to be. Now the tech was the truth. That's the narrative that all the big YouTubers and journalists gave to Stadia. They gave it the best tech in the cloud. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden that might shift. That's threatened, bro. If that shifts, and GeForce Now has a bigger library, and you can access it so many ways, and you can do all that. And Stadia has these exclusive. Right. But we're gonna keep talking about it. We can do episode after episode.
Let me ask you this: we've already seen a big shift, and again, this is no shot at no content creators. This is just men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. We've already seen a big shift in content creators that stopped doing Stadia content or doing other Stadia content. Did the Stadia following go with them?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm not saying the Stadia following. I'm not saying the Stadia.
Or did even a portion go with them? A portion
not
of
really.
okay, all
Not
right.
really.
So because they didn't go with them, why? Because they didn't want what they were selling. What they want is
But I'm telling you,
convenience.
some of the most prominent figures in the community are
it don't
thinking GeForce
matter.
now.
If
They're thinking
Jesus
GeForce
Christ,
now.
if Jesus Christ was doing Stadia and then he went over to GFN, they're not following him there until
I told you.
GFN.
I'm going with Jesus. You tripping now? I'm going with Jesus.
Hey Doc, here's the data. How many
Hold on, let me just say this real quick. Until GFN fixes its until GFN fixes its convenience problem, it's not a threat to the other platforms. Let alone Stadia. I'm taking Stadia out of it. It's not a threat to Shadow. It's not a threat to Luna. It's not a threat to them. It's not a threat to Xcloud until it fixes the convenience problem. Is what I'm telling you.
Xcloud is a real threat when it comes to convenience, though. Xcloud already got a base. Mm-hmm. That's the real threat. So I mean, again, and Xcloud is still not. My thing is Stadia. To me, when I play it, still runs better than everything else. When Xcloud catches up, it's gonna be a problem because the value proposition is too crazy.
And they will because they're backed by Microsoft. We know they don't play 7.5 bill. We know they don't play.
Yeah.
So
I really don't see the value in it at the moment. I feel like near side right now. I'm looking at this like I don't like gaming online half the time because, like I said, it's sometimes maintenance, corruption, all this stuff, blackouts, all these other things. I look at the other big picture. You might have to need a generator for if you're going to do streaming. You might have need to buy your own generator.
You ain't got to worry about that on Stadia. See, you gotta get your hands on that controller. You know what I mean? Because you ain't got to worry about none of that. No maintenance, no downtime, nothing.
What do you mean
generator? Like a generator like when electricity goes out. So
well, if your electricity goes out, you gotta also think about like this. You don't even have to get to the electricity going out. If your fucking internet drops, you shit out of luck.
Well, hey, people lose power and play Stadia all the time. See, that's the thing. That's what I'm telling y'all.
That's true.
What I'm telling y'all. That's why they got them and all that stuff.
That's true.
So if you got,
so if people lose power, wait a minute. If people lose power or they lose the internet, right? Yeah. How are they playing Stadia on their phones?
Yep.
Man, they play it over LTE, all that. You can keep on moving. But now with consoles, you shit out of luck. Now that's where you shit out of luck.
That's true.
So if the power goes out, I mean, here's the thing. Let's keep it 100, okay? If your power goes out, I don't think you're gonna be playing video games because you're gonna try to keep as much power on your phone in case of an emergency happen.
The option is there though, Bunny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the problem is you gotta put over reality here. The option is there, but people like when my power goes out here, I'm not worried about playing my games on my phone. I leave my phone alone, and in case I can't get power.
I get you, but people can do that.
Yeah, so then if that's the case, then that argument is irrelevant because you're not using that for anything then. Yeah, so no console has. Yeah, you can't play anything.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. People say that Stadia is better over consoles, but and I'm gonna be honest with you, everything PC, console, cloud gaming, they each have their limitations.
Oh yeah, that's facts.
I mean, you can't say that one is better than the other because you have to factor in the limitations that each has.
Yeah, and that's a fact.
And that boils down to the individual person. So the whole thing is subjective based on the individual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. You're right.
I mean, like some people, like you say, cloud gaming is the best thing to cloud on the go. Yeah, you can play on your phone, you can play on your tablet, you can go over LTE, you can do this. Well, if you're a person who travels all the time and you fly all the time, you can't play it while you're on the plane.
Yeah,
because you have to go into airplane mode. But if you have a Nintendo Switch,
you gotta watch out with that.
On those planes too.
Yeah, I do know planes got Wi-Fi now, right? I travel a lot. Planes
yeah, they do.
Now,
so now you don't have to put your phone into airplane mode when you get on it.
No, you can use it on the phone.
Yeah, you can use it when the flight is up in the air.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
no, they're
Because
not with.
it used to be you had to cut off your
Yeah,
internet
you
and put
used
your
to.
phone in
Yeah, but see,
airplane mode.
funny, but it's 2021
You
now. It's
Actually,
2021.
no, they still do that. They
when
still
you
do that.
take it
'Cause
off, only
Google
when you taking off. Only when you
still do
take it
that.
Yep,
off. Once you're in the air, you
that's
good.
it. Once you up there,
You gotta
that's
get to
it.
the
Do what you need to
Wi-Fi.
do. They watch movies up in the air. Come
Yeah,
on now.
they make you pay for the Wi-Fi. You log into it, and if you travel a lot and you're part of like the little plan or whatever, man, you straight. Like I never subscribe to their little airplane plans, but I do travel a lot for work
Yeah,
and stuff. So I they
yeah, they
got
do
they got
have you on
Wi-Fi now.
airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to pay for that. So okay, so I'm paying for the internet. That might be expensive. So I'm paying for this. I'm paying for yeah. I'm
Hey,
going
look,
by my
you just
budget.
gotta
I
see,
might just go
Tronny.
by my budget.
These companies
Um,
know it's not for everybody. So you know what I mean? It's just for the gamers like me and Doc and MM2K that's willing to
yeah,
pre-order.
that's
You know what I
fine.
mean? And whoever else that's willing to drop that money for now. But then
Yeah.
you could cancel at any time. That's the beautiful part about it. You know?
But when you
All
sitting
Yeah,
right.
on in that
that's
airport
the best
with
thing
that
about
Magic
it is
Keychain on,
that's the best thing about it. You can cancel at any time. That means I want to visit again.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Unlike our mobile phones, they lock you in. But yeah, man, we out of
Yeah,
here. This was a
sadly.
Well,
dope discussion.
well, before we go, we got to give away the
Oh
two
yeah, that's
last
right.
codes because nobody left us a yapper. Y'all afraid, y'all scared. So we're gonna do the last two
Very.
winners. And again, please follow up with me on Twitter at MM2K. Leave me a DM and we'll coordinate over your code. So here we go. We're gonna pick our next winner, and our next winner is Montana Crosby. All right, shout out to Montana. Hit me up.
Shout out.
All right, and then the last winner is going to be David Hernandez. David, shout out to you, David. Hit me up
Congratulations, everybody.
on
congratulations.
Twitter.
Congratulations,
Yes,
man.
a hell of a show. We went 30 minutes over. You know how we do.
Yeah, we
love
did.
gaming.
You
We're
know, we
passionate.
needed to though.
Now, before we go, let's let everybody know where you can be found. Let's start with my brother because we got a life flight him to, you know what I'm saying? We got life flight
no,
in
I
the
think I'm
Presbyterian. Shout out to my brother. A vigorous and spirited debate. And we're going to talk, well, we got to wrap, but we'll let you know when SML Podcast is coming back. There's some new stuff with that. We'll talk to you about that. But brother,
That's right.
can you let people know where they can find you at?
Well, you can find me on YouTube at Project Storm. That's the channel. You can put in Project Storm 8K, Project Storm 4K, Project Storm Stadia, GeForce Now, whatever, right? You'll find me. And then on Twitter, you can find me at the Nephophiliac. That's someone who loves clouds. Cloud gaming is the future, in my opinion, whether we believe it or not, you know, so you can find me there.
Right. Snowbunny, can you let the good people know where they can find you at there?
You can find me on Twitter at Snowbunny426, and I'm also on my gaming channel, Snowbunny Gaming. But right now, everything for me is on a little bit of a hiatus. I have some health issues that I need to take care of. So, I have videos up on my channel, but nothing's new going up for a while, and I'm on Twitter, but if you want to get in direct message me, either tag me where you want me to see or message me. My messages are always open. I just got some issues that I got to take care of before I can get back into everything I'm doing.
There. All righty. We can't wait till your return. Tronny, let the good people know where they can find you at.
Right now my social media is on lock. I kind of I'm not really doing as much like I used to, but I might just, I'm on Discord though. Um,
You're the
damn,
Discord queen.
yeah, I might as well just be on Discord. Well, I talk to a lot of people like on a daily basis. Because everybody's like concerned where I'm at. I'm pretty much I kind of don't have a social media at the moment. I want to disclose. But I will say, just I don't know. We'll see if I get back in. I'll make sure.
All right. And last but certainly not least, today's big instigator in the background doing a better job than I was instigating. The homie, Doc Dark. Doc, can you let the good people know where they can find you at, good brother?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Yep, so you can find me YouTube, Twitter, PSN, Xbox, the freaking Stadia. It's all the same thing. Doc Dark 1985. I keep it simple. So on everything, it's just Doc Dark 1985. Feel free to add me. The only thing I asked, if you're gonna add me on the PSN account, don't add me as a close friend because I will deny it. That's just weird. Just friends. That's good. Yeah.
With that said, I'm your boy MM2K. Y'all know where y'all can find me at. Y'all can find me here on MM2K videos. And you can also find me on Stadia Dosage. And we'll be back with Stadia Dosage as soon as we get done with all this closing and all the stuff that my wife wants me to do. With that said, thank you very much for joining us for a spirited, high energy. The commission will be back in 2 weeks. And until next time, have a wonderful gaming day. Congratulations to all the winners. I'll be in contact with you. Peace.
Super pod.
Bye.